I think everyone can agree, no matter the fit of rage that you're in or whatever, I feel like when your kid is there, you just know to end it. Nothing he does is funny, but I also don't know who he is. Bad. All of this was bad, but I guess when you're already at the bottom, there's nowhere else to go because you're already there.
Her name is Trish, she's got the dish and all the gossip's filthy rich, pretty and pink, hot topic queen, and says what everybody thinks. She's just Trish.
Hello and welcome back to the podcast. Jess, Trish. So happy to be here today. Oh my gosh, we're still in the lucky month. Even though St. Patrick's Day has passed, we are still luckier than ever because we're all here together, enjoying each other's presence and company, and we just love making quality content for you guys. And that is what we're doing here at Just Trish. iHeartRadio Awards are this week and the voting has closed, so here's hoping. Me, Miley, Taylor, we're all gonna be there. Just a couple of divas, you know?
Mama, this is a place for legends.
It kind of is.
Yup.
Miley, Taylor, and Trish?
They heard you were gonna be there. And
they're like, we'll come to this one.
Yeah, they changed their minds. They were gonna just send a little video message and they said, oh, the diva, future Emmy Award winning
Future Emmy's crazy.
actress, star of Euphoria and other TVD projects is gonna be there. Like, let me show up and show out. That's what I think.
I think so too. I saw a TikTok that had like 200,000 likes, and it was literally just like, oh, Trisha and an unknown.
And who was that unknown?
Taylor. Oh, Taylor's gonna be so excited to meet Trish. The comments were so wild, but I'm so happy I'm on this side of the internet. I made it through. I weathered the storm. I'm on the other side, which is great. I'm very excited. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, Euphoria did send me a package. We should open that. Or maybe on Patreon we can open it. Euphoria sent me a package before I forget. And my other TBD project is coming in April, so it's not TBD for too much longer. And yeah, I have an exciting announcement coming today, which I'm really excited about. And just, great stuff
Is this
happening.
the last headshot or?
It's done. It's done and over. Oh, I got to calculate what we raised for the NJBC from those. These are done for a moment, but it's going to become my secret society where I'm going to do secret videos for that tier, or you can just downgrade to a different tier if you want. But yes, these are the final headshots for now, because as we know, even with this one, I was a week late to them. It takes me a very long time to hand sign them. I love them, but truly these days, I do not have a minute to spare, except eating. Somebody the other day was like, oh, all you do is eat. Don't you spend time with your kids? I'm like, well, I'm going to have to eat, and I eat with them. They're next to me. So I do have time to eat.
That is a crazy.
That's why I was like, just now they're like, well, you have time to eat on TikTok.
I live for someone who's such a boots on the ground hater that they're mad at you for like sustaining your life. Like, that's kind of fierce.
It's just the question mark, which I need to keep not shouting out that question mark, because then the question mark gives like, thanks for the shout out.
Also, I mean, I feel really sad for them. They
question mark?
No, they don't have quality. Like, they don't know what it means to have dinner with family, to sit down, parents, kids, together.
Yeah.
Like, that's the most quality time you have, and you want to make it last as long as possible.
Right. But I guess their argument is that I'm filming it and I should be enjoying it with the kids.
No, I think they're just missing the whole point
Right.
of
Period.
sitting together. And
I'm
TikTok is a
multitasking.
minute, maybe.
I'm a working mom. I need to do it all. It is. It's about 6 minutes of filming, and I don't do it all the time. Just
They
Anyways.
love it. I mean, they light up. The minute you turn the camera on, Malibu is just like, hello, everybody.
We got to take her to ice cream after this because she was very clingy. She did not want us to go to work today, and then I was like,
No,
then
she wanted to go to work with us.
She wanted to go to work, yeah. But
She's
I said
like,
ice
I want to
cream.
work. I'm like, enjoy your youth.
Yeah,
Play.
not working. Anyways, that was a whole long thing. And the question mark's like, I'm not your only hater. There's still some left. I haven't seen any. I've literally just seen this question mark. So anyways, some people came for her. You don't have to come, or her, them. I don't know. It's a question mark. We don't know. I'm not doxing anyone. And it's fine. But, you are my only hater. Just kidding. How are you? Should I do should I wait? Should I tease the announcement, or should I just do it now?
Yeah, in a few minutes. Yeah, because we need to
A few minutes, a little intros.
It's a big announcement.
You look very different. It's the glasses,
New
first
glasses.
of all. Is this Warby Parker
Finally
not
arrived.
sponsored?
Not
or is it
spawned.
free?
Is it the one that they're in?
Yes.
No, okay.
Oh,
the gag
yes.
is not these ones. The gag is they sent me some. They weren't able to put my prescription in the ones that they sent me for free, because my prescription is too bad. Like the lenses were too thick for the frames. But they're like, "Do you still want them?" And I'm like, "Well, yes. Maybe I'll figure it out somehow."
What? How?
And then I just went and got these ones, but these are my nearsighted ones for like the computer, and my distance ones are taking a long time because those ones. That's the prescription that's really bad.
Do you switch or you have bifocals?
I'll switch. Like
you switch glasses?
Yeah, so these are my computer ones. So when she's doing journalism, she'll have these ones on, and then I have other ones for like driving and everyday life.
That's crazy. They have like trifocals. They have like multiple lenses that you can look out of.
My normal prescription, I can technically do both, but it's very interesting stuff. It's more of a strain on my eyes because they're, I don't know, the way that they adjust. There's a very small part of the frame of the lens that's like for a computer or like nearsightedness. So I have to like look specifically from that part of the lens, like down. But these ones, the whole lens is for like up close. Okay. So it's less of a strain on my eyes.
I just don't see.
Maybe that's the secret.
I'm blurry as hell to everybody. Everyone's blurry as hell to me. When I drive, I wear my glasses, but it's contacts, glasses, all of it's annoying.
I love glasses because I feel like I don't know, my head is big, so it distracts from like my big head.
I was gonna wear glasses today too to look smart, but big head too. I have a huge head. Whose head is bigger? Did we ever measure circumference?
That's
20,
a good Patreon. Who's
26.
got the biggest head?
I think mine was 26 inch.
Everyone in the crew will measure everyone's
well,
heads.
I think it's mine for sure. You look good. I like these new glasses.
Oh, thanks.
The tousled hair. It's a little wavy. And then that's outfit. You are in full. You can't see the pants, but you're in full combat. Well, combat. I don't know if that. Maybe not full.
It's
what
almost
is
like
it?
camouflage, but it's not really.
Well, you have a Hamilton star on, so that's why I was thinking like combat in the Civil War, but that was wrong timing. But yes, has been star.
Mama the draft.
I know. It is giving that.
It is giving.
You are giving
draft.
like 1950s soldier. I guess. I don't know.
Work.
If I can say it. Okay.
I don't know. If that's
Sorry to all the soldiers in the 1950s. Probably didn't want to go.
Shout out to the veterans out there.
Well, they probably didn't want to go. They were drafted
that's
back
true.
then.
That's true.
Which makes me sad. It's crazy. They're like, you just have to come right now. It's like, give people a chance.
Tea.
I guess that's what Canada's for. Not to say you have to go there, but they're talking about the 1950s. I'm giving them tips. Posthumous, yeah.
Okay, work. And also, I guess if it happens again or something,
Well,
you never know.
No legal advice over here. What is the inspiration? You always have an inspo.
The inspo is I saw this shirt in an Instagram ad. And then when I opened my drawer for pants, I said, those are brown. And that my shirt
These
is
are
brown.
new. No. Oh, the shirt is brown. The shirt is brown? The shirt is charcoal.
This is the most interesting conversation. Well, yeah, I don't know. There wasn't much thought into it, to be honest. There really wasn't. I really wanted a big T-shirt today, honestly.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was just like, give me just a big tee, an oversized tee.
Can't go wrong with
I
that.
know, and I'm always jealous of like the teeny weeny girls who just wear the Taylor Frankie Pauls of the world who just wear oversized.
Right.
things. Yeah.
Probably small on her. Although Moses did say last night, he's like, you guys always talk about weight. And I was like, I feel like we haven't talked about it in a while. But today we did. But I feel like we haven't in a while, right? I feel like we haven't talked about weight in a
I
while.
don't think so either.
Yeah. Let us know. I was like, when?
They let us know. I see the comments.
All right, let us know. Because I feel like I've been on my good journey. I feel like I've lost like 9 pounds in like 6 weeks and I didn't even know. Like I thought I was just like not losing anything. I haven't really been dieting. And then I like weighed myself. I was like, wow, I'm so skinny. And like, I don't think about it because I don't think about losing weight. That's why I'm like, I don't think we talk about it except for right now because we talked about it last night, but you talked about that. But I never think about it. So I didn't think we were talking about it, but
it's because your health and wellness vlog. I feel like it pushed you to make health and wellness content. So I think that's why you should have to frame everything in your mind as like, oh, I have to do this for a video.
Content.
Yes.
Check it out. Health and wellness vlog is up now. People liked it. It had like 70,000. I've been really pushing it. It says YouTube has shadow banned me. I really do. We know because you searched. I hate when people say that because it's like, no, your content is just boring. But like I actually am shadow banned. So YouTube, you sent me a jacket. Give me back in good graces. Give me one more shot. I will not mess it up. And I really just want, because I love making the content. It's been so fun. But yeah, you're gonna get a March vlog too, but that was just a little bonus. And there's more to come. I'm doing pickleball now. I'm doing a lot, so just wait for part 2 of the health and wellness vlog. Check out Oscar Gracie's vlog too.
Yeah, new vlog today actually. I know.
What's the title?
I think the working title as of right now is Flopcast After Show plus sign buying a house is like really hard, you guys. Parentheses vlog and parentheses.
That's a good
Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're on your
Real estate journey.
Yes. I guess find out more on the vlog. We can talk about it here if you want. I don't know how deep you're going into it, but it's been so exciting after each one. I'm like, oh my God, let's see update. Like, house buying is so exciting.
It is. It's very overwhelming in like a really great way, though. Like a way that was like, wow, I did not think this would ever happen. And it really is because of you and this program. Genuinely, because damn, it is so hard. It is so hard for just the regular working girl. Because, with my regular working girl job, I couldn't get So,
well, even as a non-regular working girl, this podcast also saved me. So I was also very much in debt. So thank you guys, and I'm glad. I'm so happy. It's so exciting. It's very cool, and I can't wait to see your vlog. Are you like vlogging, looking at houses and stuff? Because obviously, we don't want to spoil it. But.
Yeah. And also, I'm a little behind. I'm like 2 weeks behind.
Oh, okay.
So it was earlier in the process, but we have updates in there. Sure.
Have you been filming the houses?
A couple of them.
I love when people do that. I like always wish we would have done that, but I always feel you film, I guess, a little bit. I always feel like put it down, don't do it. But like people do it all the time. Tara's World did it, like.
And I've only done it for the ones where it's like their show houses, and like no one lives there, because I feel like if it's a family lives there and I'm sitting here like filming in their closet, that's weird. But these are all like empty like show houses that like flips. So there's been a couple where like it was actual family selling their home, but yeah.
And what does that mean? There's like their stuff is in there.
Yeah.
Right, because people would still be living there.
Yeah.
I guess we never looked at houses like that. But I guess if we were to sell this, I guess in order to buy a new house, you'd have to sell this house. And so
the concept of that, wild, like with all the kids, like the kids' playroom.
That's what I'm saying. Like they'll see my face everywhere. Like
no, usually you don't.
But if we're living here, we're doing the podcast here. We couldn't get another house since we sold this house. So how
usually you would move into a transfer phase where like everything is packed and goes into storage.
No, he's saying he's looked at houses where the kids are living, like people are living there because they can't do that.
But I'm saying for us.
Okay, well, not us, just like a regular person. Like, your stuff would just be there and people just going through, I suppose. Yeah.
It's pretty rare, but yeah.
We can still be here. I don't mind if people come through. Be like, here, welcome to my house.
If anything, it adds a little market value, I think. Yeah, a celebrity lived here. Wow.
You become a fan meet and greet, because people will just be interested in the house to come and see you.
Well, you get qualified. You can get people like, pre-approved, about this, whatever.
Fans.
I don't care if they want to come and do a meet and greet. It's fine, honestly, because whoever buys this house when we're dead or whatever, like, is going to have to be a fan, because the Beetlejuice table can't move and the Prince of Egypt marble bed can't move because it's cemented into the house, and probably the couch, because it took a crane to get the couch in. I don't know how the hell you're gonna get it out. So
same way.
I think I would love if it was like, if it's not gonna turn into like a Graceland, I would love if a fan bought it, actually, because they'd probably like preserve it and love it. That'd be kind of cool. I would, like, if Elvis's house were for sale, I would 100% buy it, especially with like all his stuff in it. It's kind of cool, right? Like a super fan.
I guess.
If we're dead, who cares?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's kind of like the Breaking Bad house that like recently went for sale. I think I want to say Aiden Ross bought it.
I think so
right?
too.
And I think it was originally on the market for like a couple $100,000, and then it ended up being sold to Aiden Ross for like I think over $2 million, just because it was the Breaking Bad house. So I think if you just really capitalize that this is where everything happened, that Mama, you want to be a part of her street? Come on down.
The pink wall is yours. You can have this here. I actually love that. It's very Whitney with Shane Dawson's old house. It's very like history, a little landmark, if you will.
I don't know. We got to reach out for a statement. Did Whitney know what she was getting into?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel, oh God, that was distracting. Sorry. That was from Vallarta. Go to patreon.com/JustTrish if you want to see me and Moses went to Vallarta last week while Oscar was busy handling his home buying endeavors. Yes. But it was good. We went to Vallarta and had a blast. I had a whole just watch
incredible.
Cake. Oh my God. It was all good. It was so good. Well, if you bought a house out there, let us know how it went. It's hard. I never did until I met Moses. I definitely needed that. What do they call it? The dinks, the dual income. Oh, it's dual income, no kids. That's not us, but it was us. And yeah, it's not easy. They don't make it easy no matter what. But like you said, I mean, if you're not an influencer, I'm sure it's like 10 times harder, because it's just like
it's pretty much impossible for most people.
Literally.
Because even if you save money, right? It's like if you're not showing like consistent, like they're so picky. Even us who were making money, like it still was like not enough. It's like you could show I was doing OF back then. It's just like the consistent, this big income, and they're like, well, it's new though. The income's new.
Yes, I had the same problem, and because I showed my like salary, and I've been saving, like I've been living very cost efficiently for years, and I had like a salary job and everything, so I thought it would be pretty easy. But damn, and like my salary is considered like above average, so my whole like woke soapbox was like, okay, if I technically have a above average salary at my like job, my full-time job,
It's
then what
crazy.
about the people who are average or below average?
No.
And then I was like, the system is really
Another reason we
effed
need
up.
to run one day for Congress, because
Yep.
it should be affordable housing for everyone. It used to be like that, like first time buyers, like only 3% down and stuff. It's like, it used to be that. And I don't know what the hell happened when I was a first time buyer. I was like, no, not you actually. It's like, well, okay, but also you don't qualify for this and also you can't do this. And it's just, it's,
California can be good.
if you have
Period.
Trisha and Spencer, well, make affordable housing for everyone. As it should. It's not, you know, what are they
I know.
gatekeeping it for? You know what I mean? Like,
It's
houses.
sick.
For everyone. We'll get there. We'll get there. Maybe not this year or next year, but in the next 10 years. It's the long-term plan. Hopefully, that's like the goal in life. How are you with the pink shirt over there?
I'm good. Yeah, I've got a new shirt and got a new cooking channel going. So
I didn't know about this. Did we find this reveal after last time? When did you reveal this? You revealed this to us. I'm like, oh, you have a whole new cooking. Right? Were you here?
Yeah.
wait, what? What do you
When
mean?
did this happen? And never told me the name. You never said anything.
Oh, just Moses cooking videos. Cooking video.
Is there something up there now?
It will be. Yeah. The last one I made, because I got that collaboration between basically Pasta and Tin Fish, Carbone and
For
Fishwife.
sponsored TikTok, everyone go see it.
Yeah. So I'll upload it over there just to get it going so people can subscribe and get the channel moving.
Good. See, we always have something to promote. Oscar, your vlog. Moses, now you got something to promote.
I'm cooking all the time, so
You are. Everyone always says that. They're always like, you should just be filming this. I always say that too. Should be filming it.
I will enjoy it.
You will enjoy it,
Subscribe.
or you're telling them to enjoy it?
I'm enjoying it, but subscribe.
Yeah, the food
enjoy.
you make. I keep sending you recipes. It's so good. Well, before we get into hot topics, we'll do my announcement. I'm so excited. Okay, guys, here it is. Over 100,000 words. No joke. Okay, you guys. My official memoir as a published author is now available for pre-orders. This is my memoir, Crying on the Kitchen Floor. Yay!
Yes. I'm so excited.
Oh my God, we got to start our book club with this. Over 100,000 words, you guys. We actually cut down because it was like so much. The first 2 chapters, they actually cut down in half because like it's just actually too much. But my memoir, Crying on the Kitchen Floor, is officially available now for pre-order. Cover reveal will be happening in a couple weeks, and the cover is amazing, if I do say so myself. And I'm going to do a little book tour in November, so keep your first 2 weeks in November open. I'm coming to a town near you. This is crazy. Yes, it's my first publishing deal. I've done books where I self-publish, pamphlets, if you will. Mess. I'm writing a memoir at 23 under the influence is not recommended. Those are relics, and those have nothing in them. This has all the juice that you wanted to. Honestly, like at first I was like, oh, it's not gonna get tell because everyone knows everything. And then I was like reading it back, I was like, oh, this is like a lot to share. So things I talked about, things I haven't talked about, things that I'm like, oh God, I was so in the wrong, what I was going through my head at the time. And also things that I still feel like I deserve some justice for. There's a lot. There's a lot in here to uncover. I hope it's a takeaway book too. I hope it's a takeaway book, a lesson of
Resilience.
Resilience. Well, I was gonna say it's possible to change, but yeah, resilience, I guess, is the same thing. Resilience.
Okay, we need to do a butterfly release to celebrate.
Oh my God, so smart. We should do it now. Can we get butterflies here in the next hour? That'd be everything.
That really does symbolize you, I think.
Who do we call? Who was that guy?
Metamorphosis. Jordan.
Metamorphosis. That's Taylor Duff. Oh, Jordan. He's going to jail. Right? Is that the one that's divorcing?
Allegedly, yes.
Allegedly, yeah.
Is divorcing, allegedly jail.
Did you hear that? Yeah. Was it his sister or her sister or something? It was like, oh, he's going to jail. Woo!
Chase's sister, but yes.
Oh, different sister. She was excited. She was celebrating that jail. I was like, that's kind of crazy, but also work.
That's still the
whatever he
moment,
did.
but I've been invited to the villa.
It's a big moment for Dad's
Hold.
dog.
Oh my
And a bigger moment for
gosh.
Moses, yeah.
Anyways, Crying on the Kitchen Floor is my memoir. Go get it. Pre-order. It's going to
Where?
be great.
Is there a
Everywhere. We're
link?
going to have a bunch of links. There's a couple
Okay.
links. There's different outlets, the UK. God, UK publishing deal, which is hard to get. They're kind of like, they're a little more, picky over there. So got a UK one. I'm very excited. This has been literally 2 years in the making. We have been writing this and finding the right publisher, which was like right away, actually. The first one, we had like so many calls, and like the first one was like, this is the one. Just an amazing all
But
female
pretty much in the
team.
last 2 years, every week for a few hours.
Every week, yeah, I've been working on it, and sometimes twice a week. When I was on tour, I was doing
Mm-hmm.
twice a week, and I was working on it on tour. Oh my God, and we just finished the manuscript a couple weeks ago. So it's good. I'm very excited. It's going over to legal now, so we'll see what they let me keep in. I think they'll keep in most. It is kind of funny what they'll let you keep in. I guess if they're like public figures, you can like keep in most. But I was very meticulous with this, even going through the rereads, because I was like, everything has to be perfect. I was looking at every single date. That's why for the past 2 years, I've been kind of like nostalgic, I suppose, why Shane and everything's been bringing up, because it's just like in my head. I had to watch videos I've never watched before. Some David Dobrik videos I never watched. Those last two, I never watched those videos in their entirety. So I remember like watching it and just being like, oh my, like it just so much. I learned about myself in the past couple of years, and I just had to make sure every like date was right. I just had to make sure this was like perfect, because I know everyone's gonna just like dissect it in like the best way, but also I just didn't want any room for any error. So
Yeah, she would sometimes like walk into the room like in tears of like, this paragraph I just can't, like she'll get so emotional about
emotional
the
with my own
book.
writing. I did write one, I know.
Do you know why the caged bird sings?
Is that
Okay, no.
what is that?
My answer.
Something in the attic? Something in the
not me.
attic or something?
Could never be me. But I'm right up there with her, I think. I was very, yeah, sometimes you write things and you're just like, wow, and then you write it. You know, I think everyone has a good story. I think everyone has a story and everyone can write their own, but I really do feel like mine is, it's a lot. 20 years. It's been 20 years since I wrote my last memoir, basically, my self-published one, so a lot has happened in 20 years. And I'm very excited. Oscar has a pretty pivotal moment in the book that no one knows about, so I'm excited that it's
so
out there.
sweet.
Yes, I'm very excited.
I'm so excited.
And you end my ending too, which is great, because the ending like wraps everything up and it's like this happy little time. So here's hoping we stay together for a very long time. Because I remember being like, wow, this is published. Like, this is great. He changed me. Everything's getting better.
That is so sweet.
Yeah, I'm very excited. So anyways, it's good. I think it's good. I think it is like salacious, but I think it's like honest. I think it's real. I feel like I did a lot of good self-reflection. I feel like I'm that person who can really look at myself as like, what is it? Like self-aware, like not really like no victim here, you know, and sometimes younger when I was like a child maybe, but like in my adult social media life, yeah, I really tried hard not to victimize myself. So I was talking to so many other people too, and just like getting feedback on everything and just good self-reflection. I'm very proud. So I don't think anyone needs to be scared of this book, but maybe, I don't know. It's all honest. I really try and just be like honest and take like some emotion out of it when it comes to it. But I'm very excited. Not even Moses, like he hasn't even read it yet. I don't know. And you're not a reader, but
That
do you want to read it?
audiobook,
I'm waiting for the audiobook.
There you go. I knew it.
I am going to record. I have to record two. I have to record one for the US and one for the UK. I guess the UK.
You need an accent.
Yeah.
Hello, chapter 1. It's Sultan on a kitchen floor.
They don't understand American.
That's so funny. I guess they censor more over there. They censor names. They're just more
Yeah,
strict
they're very, very strict.
with like liability and stuff. So anyways, that's that. I'm very excited. I can't believe I get to announce it. It was so fun. So it's coming in November, but you can start the pre-orders today, which, you know, you should do.
Because it's already flying off the shelves. So if you don't get your pre-orders in now, and everyone who pre-orders has the option to be entered into a giveaway.
No, fake news.
I love fake giveaways.
Which, by the way, you know you do, which is wild. You were one of the first to comment on Moses' sponsored tin fish pasta review on Instagram. He was very excited about it.
I was within the first 5 minutes. I said, this looks delicious. I will be trying it. And then the comments were like, you don't even like fish.
Okay.
But I'm like,
we got some for you. That tuna pasta's coming right down. Actually, Amari and Devin liked it. Tana doesn't do fish, but they liked it.
They were filming when I was. So
I love
all
it.
the food, everything was gone. Nothing was left.
Amari is a big tin fish person, so he was very excited about it. So it was very delicious. Thank you so much to DraftKings for sponsoring today's episode of Just Trish. DraftKings is changing the game with Flex Spins. New and exclusive to DraftKings Casino, Flex Spins let you choose how to use your spins across more than 100 slots. New players play $5 and get 500 Flex Spins. Claim 50 spins a day for 10 days. Then you choose how to play them across your favorite games like Huff and More Puff, Cash Eruption, and more. So download the app now and sign up with code JUSTTRISH. Claim your 500 Flex Spins and choose your slots. The crown is yours in partnership with DraftKings Casino. Gambling problem? call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 plus. Physically present in Connecticut, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Ontario. Eligibility restrictions apply. Non-withdrawable spins issued as 50 spins per day for 10 days. Valid for select games only and expire each day after 24 hours. See terms at casino.draftkings.com/promos. Ends May 3rd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you so much to DraftKings for sponsoring today's episode. Anyways, all right, let's get to hot topics.
It's hard to pivot after that. That's so exciting. I cannot wait.
Yay.
The concept of seeing you in like a bookstore or wherever books are sold, the airport.
The airport, yeah.
That is so fierce.
I know, I'll be so excited when I'm like at the airport. I want to go like what they do and like they sign the books. You know, they go into like a store and sign. I think Demi Lovato just did that with her cookbook.
Yes.
She's just like signing. Can you do that?
I guess so. You get taken out of the store for vandalism.
I know. I was like, wait, can you just sign? What if someone's like, I don't want this signed book. You know what I mean? Like, I guess that's why they did video, so it looks like they're actually signing it. Because what if I just go in and do like, you know, Stephen King's book and start signing it as him? I guess you'd take it as proof. But I'm excited. I can't wait to do the audiobook. I haven't done it yet, but I'm excited because it really is, you know, really is my voice. And I'm very excited. Wait. Yay! And it's like, we only get one memoir, too. It's like, I mean, maybe in like another 30 years I could write another memoir, but it's kind of like the big one. And I'm like really excited. I feel cool. Like, it's cool to be like published, too. I don't know. Like, I mean, of course, all publishing do it. It's cool, but published.
And Baz Luhrmann, Sofia Coppola. We're ready to get options. We got a manuscript. Let's get it going. Let's get the film.
Would love. I'll give Baz first good
First
steak.
options,
Yeah,
yes.
you know, he did go with Elvis, so.
Margot Robbie at Lucky Chat Productions. Let's talk.
Let's go. I'm ready. No,
My link tree has my contact info, and I'll be managing the deal. Come on.
Oh my God, that would be so crazy. Maybe my photographer for my cover is the same photographer who did Jeanette McCurdy's book, so maybe there's some good dust in there. It's really good. I really love my cover. I'm really excited. That'll come in a couple weeks, and yeah, I was very excited when they proposed to him. I was like, oh. And it was so good. And he was telling me all the Jeanette McCurdy like options they had. But her cover is so iconic. So I was just like, it's not the same, obviously. It's very different. But I'm excited to have the reveal. Oh my God, yeah. It's a movie. Oh my God, that'd be so exciting. Could get to I always said Rainy Rodriguez. I like her. I love Dove Cameron. I don't know, like unknown.
Yeah, this could really be an unknown actress's like star-making role. Yeah. So we really could go so many ways with that.
Yeah. McKenna Grace.
You beat me to it. I was thinking a little bit McKenna Grace.
What?
But she is kind of in everything, so it's like...
Right, she's already a star,
yeah.
but she was great. I watched the Zendaya Disney Channel show that she was on.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that little clip? The girl's a robot.
Yeah, I didn't even know she was in that.
I didn't either. Where she slammed the door in her face.
Yeah.
And she's like, I know you're a robot, and I was like, McKenna Grace 8. I didn't know that was her either. Someone's like, oh, she's been in everything. And I was like, oh, hired. She can play me 100%. Yeah, there's so many options. I actually don't know. We'll get to that when we get to that, I guess. Let's have it come out first. Yeah. All right. What's new? When does Euphoria start? Is it starting soon?
Soon. Wait, what is the release date?
We did get a game specifically a special gift for you from Robert Pattinson and Zendaya.
Wow.
I thought maybe on Patreon we can play it.
Is it one of the, it's going to be like, what's the secret to ruin your marriage? The one I already tried to play. Is it from the movie? Wow. They gave me a personal photo. That's so nice.
That's major.
What's the game?
It's a card game, and then there's
like, what's one
levels.
question on there?
What's the worst thing you've ever done?
Really? I literally already played that.
And then when you go deeper, what's a red flag you ignored when you first met them? Because I think some of them are about exes and some of them are... So there's low drama and high drama.
Oh.
We should play that with the cast of Mormon Wives. That would be crazy.
Well, I think that's every episode over there.
Yeah. All red flags. Oh my gosh. Yeah, everything popped off after our last episode.
Taylor Frankie Paul really curses us because every time we talk about her, there's a new development. So I'm scared what's going to come out on Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
That's the thing. It's like literally... Not Love Line 2, we filmed those like 2 weeks in advance and like having to like edit and change everything. And same thing with me last Monday. I was like, love Taylor, Stan, like what? And then it's like, ooh, maybe. And then it's, ooh, it's bad. And then now everyone's like already flipping, but like wait till like Dakota's thing comes out. And it's like, what is happening? Like there is like just always
plot
a new.
twist after plot twist after plot twist.
It really is.
Yeah.
It kind of made me sad. I mean, we're back in Hot Topics mode, so I'm like down to gossip about it. But it kind of made me sad over the weekend. I kind of like was like, this is like sad. This made me like depressed a little bit, like because obviously like kids are involved and so it's just like, but you know, I was deep diving. I was so deep diving, and it just is like there's a lot of layers. There's a lot of layers.
I know.
I feel a little bit of an expert at it, though. I feel like I watched every podcast Taylor Frankie Paul has done. Like because I am like a fan, and I think so many people are fans, and I think that's it's just so that's the problem. And the problem is also we don't see everything, we don't know everything, and it's like things change so quickly, and like what's out there because obviously everyone's like, why is this all being brought up from 2023? But like no one saw the video, and we only went off Taylor Frankie Paul. She was on like Avery's podcast where she was just like, oh, it never hit the child, and all of a sudden it's like hit the child, and then now it's like, okay, well there's a whole new thing of information. Also, isn't there an open investigation currently
From February, yeah.
From February of this year. So everyone's like, okay, it happened 2 years ago, she took accountability, which I would agree with, right? Like it's like all you can do is like move forward, and she was like going through change and growth on the show. But I think there was like a new one with their son Ever in the room allegedly. Yes. So I was like, I think a lot of people are, I think everyone's like confused because everyone's like missing plot points here and there.
I know.
You know,
I keep seeing the comments too. They're like all over the place because
all over her.
Yeah, the video that just came out is from 2023, but it all kind of stems because there was another event at the end of February that kind of was bad enough that the other girls in the cast of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives got together, had a Zoom meeting with ABC and Hulu, and we're like, we don't want to film anymore, basically. So it was that bad. MIKAYLA confirmed that. Like, the girls got together and were, like, uncomfortable filming with Taylor because of what just happened. So it was that bad that they didn't want to film with them.
February of this year.
Yes. A couple weeks ago. So.
Yeah, I think that's why. I think it's like, yeah, I think that's where we lose the video shot. We were, like, at the beach, and I had seen it right before, and then you were texting, and then it was, like, this whole thing, and I was, like, so... It was so shocking. We're at the beach, by the way, with people who have no idea who Taylor Frankie Paul, which like explaining it to them.
I tell you, I was telling someone about it, and someone thought my friend thought I was talking about Ruby Frankie, the abusive mom.
People do get that confused.
And they're like, how could you even watch a show about Ruby Frankie and everything she did to the kids? And I was like, okay,
a different Frankie.
Yes.
Different Frankie. Although Chad Frankie, her son, is on TikTok, and it's my favorite thing ever. He's giving story times of that period of his life, and he talked about how they had a Universal Studios brand deal, and they got flown to Florida, and they got like 2 hours in the park just like to do whatever, but they had to film like some pictures and videos in front of the thing. So they all had to like jump or whatever. He's like, I was a kid, I just want to go like play the rides or whatever. But his mom was like just one shot, but obviously it wasn't more than one shot. She kept wanting to do different shots and stuff like that, and they just like weren't going on the ride. So every picture, like they were supposed to be jumping, but he was just always like flicking off the camera. And like videos, he's in the background flicking it off, so they couldn't use. Anyways, they get home, they send the content over to the editor for the brand deal, and the brand was basically like, it was for wet ones, he said. And so they were basically like, we can't make payment because all of it is just him flicking the camera off. And everyone's like, they actually should pay you because that actually saved them from having horrible PR of having
to
Ruby
be associated.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting and really funny. Honestly, good for him. Unless he got like, I don't know, she abused him. I don't know. Maybe she got like, I don't know.
Probably. I would assume some
I think
kind of
so.
trauma.
Yes, he did talk about it a little bit about it. So anyways, sidebar from there. But Taylor Frankie Paul is not Ruby Frank. We know that. But it is wild. I actually never seen the internet so split up and so divisive and also so hardcore. Like the people who are like Taylor Frankie Paul defenders defending her, Dakota and Taylor both on social media reposting. And one of the ones I follow, I love him. I think his name's Holden, actually. Yes. I think I met him. Did you see it? Yeah. He's like, Taylor's like, what do you want me to do? Just like sit and stare at a wall? He's like, yes, that's what you should be doing right now. It is crazy. The reposts is wild.
The comments, it's like, girl, when you're getting canceled, you gotta just put the phone down. She went to the Brooke Schofield School of like handling cancellation because like girls, we gotta put our phones down. We gotta delete the apps. Yeah, it's bad for mental health. It's bad for PR too to be all of it chiming in.
Yes, it's better to just. It was crazy because on Wednesday we filmed the Thursday episode. So on Wednesday she had just done that Good Morning America. So everything seemed like on course.
Yes. Oh yeah, I literally said in the last episode we filmed, I was like 95. First I was like, I bet my life, I'm 95% sure the Bachelorette is still gonna come out. I went back and edited that out with the quickness because that was bad. I'm like, I can't say I would bet my life that the Bachelorette's gonna air and then it's not airing. I was like, girl, let me get in the editing tool. Boop, and cut that out.
Was it already out?
I'm sure about 20,000 people already saw it before I cut it.
Okay,
but
I love that you do that. I unsent too, and I was like, talking to my agent Lydia, and I was like, the Dancing Stars the same time as like my book tour. I was like, I've given up on that because my book tour is happening. She goes, take that back because everything you say and whatever. And I was like, just kidding. I'm going. So I unsend. I'm like, unsend. I'm going to be on Dancing with the Stars. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's just like, anyways. That's interesting.
Yes, because I really did think it would at least air. And then when the video came out and I saw it, I was like, oh, I don't know how they could possibly do it. I know someone who saw the first 5 episodes of The Bachelorette, though. Yeah, T.
Ooh, that's get them on. Do a recounting.
I know. It's no one from my work, another influencer that covers reality TV, kind of. But basically, his thoughts were like, the first 5 episodes, it was really entertaining. And TFP provided the spectacle and stuff. And he said that it did come across that she was actually there for the right reasons, which I kind of gathered too. It seemed like she did want to go and like have a reset. So I do kind of agree with that. But he said that the problem is the show focused so much on how much she loves her kids and how great of a mom she is. Like they leaned in so heavy. Oof. So then when that video came out, that's in his opinion, like it just goes so against what he saw on the show. So it's like, how could you possibly air this show that focuses so much and leans in on the motherhood and then have that video?
That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense because they obviously knew about the domestic violence incident and stuff. Like it was the first episode of Mormon Wives and she talks about it openly. Like they obviously knew about it. Obviously they didn't see the video, and the way she describes it in podcast is very different than how the video. Yeah. So that I think was I think that's the most jarring thing. I feel like that's the one thing, and I didn't want to go on social media and add to the discourse because people were just so passionate either way. Like if you defended it for Taylor or if you're like, no, she wasn't the wrong, like they were so passionate. I was like a little scared. So I'm like, let me just keep it for just Trish. But I think that was the big thing. I think that people were like, because some people glazed over it. And I feel like it's the young people who don't have kids are just like, yeah, the kid was in there. It was bad. But what it did. And then like, I think that's it. I think once there's like a kid involved and like she did get like hit and like there's just like no denying it, whether Dakota used her as a shield and knew it and whatever. There's the child's in the room. And as soon as she was like, mommy, like, I think everyone can agree, no matter the fit of rage that you're in or whatever, I feel like when your kid is there, you just know to end it. You just know to like, okay, let's just remove the situation. I mean, we don't even like fight. I have a very big like personality disorder and stuff like that where I get like triggered, whatever. And I just like the number one thing is like you don't do it in front of the kids. Like you just like remove yourself, or if you're going to be a danger like that, you remove the kid if you think he's going to be a danger or something like that. So, you know, I'm obviously not one to judge, but I feel like once there's like a child in the room of it, she said she thought he was upstairs, and
because I've seen videos that explain that before all of this happened, he locked her in the garage. Mm-hmm. And you can imagine that if you're locked away from your kids, like the kids are in the house, you're locked in the garage away from your kids.
Yeah.
And she was basically in mode of like fight or flight, trauma, responding to everything, and being intoxicated, being somewhat postpartum because I think she went through a miscarriage. So like everything was working against her. I think in general, I think it's a lose-lose situation, like trying to defend anyone, because there's no defense to anyone. This is a toxic relationship. But all I'm saying is like, I can see how this is a blackout situation. She does not see anything in that moment. Somebody said she was trying to get him out of the house.
Right, because they weren't married. He didn't have kids with her.
She's trying to get him. He was abusing her. So I don't know if that's true. But if the case was that she's feeling in danger, she wants him out of the house. She's doing everything she can because he just locked her in the garage away from the kids. So I don't know. It just seems like one of those situations where you just don't see, you don't hear anything, and you just... I don't know. Like
I think I would agree with you 100%. Everything up into the point where the chair hits the daughter and she's like, mommy, and you just like hear it at the end. And I think at that point you snap out of it. I mean, I've been in psychosis, I've been drug induced things. And I think there is a point, even before I had kids, where you're like, oh my gosh, what did I just do? And it's like, obviously, like people said like the afterwards, like it just continued. She didn't stop, but it was like, I don't know. I just think when there's like a kid, it's like just nothing. There can be like no excuse for like violence in front of a child, because it's also dramatic. Even fighting, my parents weren't like physically abusive, but just hearing them like yell, I mean, in front of a child is like traumatic. It's traumatic. But then that on top of it, and now it's everywhere. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. I sympathize too, of course. Yeah, like postpartum and then dealing with that, and people were saying like reactive abuse, like all of that stuff, which is something I haven't dealt with. But like, of course,
what she did was wrong, and that's what I'm saying. It's a lose-lose situation. There's no way to say something that is 100% correct.
But I think it's valid to have canceled the show because it is just an elevated thing. And there was another incident that happened a month ago with allegedly their other child ever. So it's just like, but it is sad. There's literally no good in this. Obviously, it's just awful. It's like awful, and you just feel for the kids and the father of that child, Tate, who was like we used to make TikToks with Taylor. He's reposting stuff like
Yeah.
a minute and a half of Taylor like downplaying the incident, which, you know, she did too. And it's like, again, being in those situations, I think it's just, I don't know. She didn't make light of it, right? Is like she goes, oh, just note to self, like, don't throw things. And, you know, that's, it's not, you know, I guess it's like a good, I guess it's not good. It's like a lesson to be like, this is not like something people take lightly, and it shouldn't be taken lightly. I don't know. Thank you so much to Ro for sponsoring today's episode of Just Trish. GLP-1s are everywhere. We thought they were a trend, but I don't think so. I think they're really helping people get the lifestyle they've always dreamed of, you know, gain control of their lives and how they show up for other people. There's lots of benefits to using GLP-1s aside from just weight loss, although weight loss is a big plus if you ask me. Not only can patients lose weight, but they can also expect to have better lab numbers, more energy, new levels of confidence, and more benefits that go beyond the scale. There's a new pill that's more convenient, and it's an approachable way to try a GLP-1 if you've been thinking about it. A self-administered shot can be intimidating. Yes, that's me. I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I want a shot for what? But now there's a pill that delivers comparable results. When starting your GLP-1 weight loss journey on Ro, there's 100% online care, access to clinically proven FDA-approved medications, free insurance check, side effect management, dosing support, and more. GLP-1s are not just a passing fad, they're getting better every day with new technology. Ro offers the first FDA-approved GLP-1 pill for weight loss at the lowest cost around. The new GLP-1 pill has the same weight loss ingredient as the shot and packs comparable results to the shot. It can help patients lose 14% of their body weight in a year on average. That's one daily pill for fewer cravings and feeling fuller with an innovative new formula clinically proven to maximize weight loss. The Ro Body membership includes access to FDA-approved GLP-1s, unlimited provider messaging, side effect management, and more, all for just $45 on your first month and $145 a month thereafter. The Ro membership fee excludes the cost of GLP-1 medication. In addition to the newly approved pill, Ro also offers a full suite of the most effective brand name FDA-approved GLP-1s, all at the lowest cost. Ro offers the lowest cost GLP-1s whether you're using insurance or paying cash. After your online visit, if you're eligible for treatment, you can expect to start your medication in less than a week if paying cash, or about 2 weeks if using insurance. So go to ro.co/Trish to see if you're eligible for the new GLP-1 on Ro. That's ro.co/Trish to get started on Ro. Go to ro.co/safety for box warning and full safety information about GLP-1 medications based on study in non-diabetics with obesity or overweight plus a weight-related condition with diet and exercise. Thank you so much to Ro for sponsoring today's episode of Just Trish. Side?
It's a mess. I think too, like, if all because you think that Taylor does deserve to be like held accountable and not have like the Bachelorette means like, oh, you side with Dakota, which I think that's where we're getting a little lost, because I see that a lot too, where it's like, okay, but he did this and this, but it's like, yeah, well, he sucks too. Like,
he sucks too.
I don't think Dakota should be platformed at all. Like, especially, mind you, a week ago I had no idea who any of these people were, and now I know everything about them.
I know everything too now too.
It's crazy. My brain, I'm like in a Mormon wise brain fog. It's kind of crazy.
He's the worst.
He's terrible.
I think he's worse than anyone. Like Zach's like a toe, whatever. But like he's awful. We've seen him be awful. He has that control. He's like, I'm in another relationship, but he keeps her in control. Like he's obviously they're very toxic for. He is awful, and it's awful. Like they said too, like he could have like left, you know what I mean? He didn't go out the door, and like there's all this is and whatever. On this one, Taylor was in the wrong. Taylor threw something, it got physical, it hit the child. Taylor's in the wrong, period. Yes, there's so many other things that could have happened. They could have left, he could have left, whatever. But like, that's it. And yeah, he's also awful. But you know, and then it's just toxic because then they chose to have like a kid together after all this. You know what I mean? And it's just, I think when something like that happens, right, you either like work through and like it does, you know, things change, or you move on. And obviously things didn't change because there was another incident that was just reported. And Dakota just got temporary custody of Ever, which is like a really big deal because I think in general, moms rarely lose custody of their kids. So for at least a couple weeks, there's no parental contact, which I think is the saddest part of all of it. I think that's so sad. The children kind of don't know, I feel. And so to not have like, not be able to see their mom, I think it's awful. Or maybe it was just Ever that he got, so it might have just Ever, but still it's like he's 2, he needs his mom. And I think it's all sad, it's all awful. I guess if anything, like I said, it's just like a lesson in the severity of like what happens and why, if anything happens like this with kids involved, just take your kids, because you just never know which way it could go, who's filming what for whatever reason. Maybe Dakota was being manipulative and filming, who knows. But the fact is now her child is taken away until April, and you know, it's awful.
I don't know if you saw, there was one video that did side by side of the Gabby Petito body cam and of their arrest and the arrest of Frankie, and it's 1-to-1 the same. Like she's crying and apologetic, and the guy's like calm and he's not even in danger. Like he's filming this very calm, but the end result was like, oh, you've been abused. Like the police tells both guys, you've just been a victim of an assault, and that. It was very interesting because to see that and to see like you said, if he's okay, you're not to Dakota, you're not the one that is blanking out right now, intoxicated, all that. You actually have your mind clear, and you're calm. You're filming, and you're calm, and you're talking, narrating. Leave the situation or do the right thing so nobody gets hurt, even if like he's not. I think he is being manipulative in that moment.
I think just aside from Dakota and obviously that Brian guy, but I think aside from them, I think like men can be victim, and I think sometimes you do record for evidence.
They can be, yeah. But I'm saying, but here the evidence that we see is that that's not the case. He didn't de-escalate the situation. He kept it going. She asked him to leave, and he kept. Mind you, he locked her in the garage a minute before. Like, that's not like if somebody locks you away from your kids.
I didn't see any of that. Who said that? I haven't seen any of that. She
said it to the body camera. She said it to the police. Okay, I mean, and there's people that know her that said that.
I just think also being like, if you record something and you're calm, you're like not a victim. I think you can be calm and just record stuff for a fact. So I don't think that's like
I think that's why they were comparing it to the Gabby Petito situation.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
I think my problem with it is just that like again, it was 2023, and I think if she did just have that like growth, that character development since then, but instead, I mean, I still have to go back and watch 1, 2, and 3, but season 4 was great. Like I literally was sick of the girl by the end of it, and this was even without even thinking of the Bachelorette stuff, but just to see someone make terrible decision after terrible decision after terrible decision at like 32. We have everyone, your family, your sister, your mom, all your friends, every single person.
A stepdad who's been around. She kind of made it seem like, oh, I don't have a dad, this is why, but your stepdad's been with you.
You have like beautiful kids who like love you, and like no one is like, nothing they say can like encourage you to like just try to better yourself when you know what this like man has done to you or like made you do in 2023. It's like how
I know,
and I know there's like a whole bunch of mental stuff in there too, but like at some point you got to be responsible yourself, and remove yourself from the situation, seek like get help. But instead, I think she just leans so much into like, I'm just messy and chaotic. Like, that's just me. I'm just a messy, chaotic girl. Like, yeah, I'm going to hate him, but then I'm going to hook up with him. Then I'm going to hate myself. Like, she just leans into that being her brand so much that, like, she can't pull herself out and be like, oh, I'm actually making terrible decisions that is going to affect my family forever. But I think she was, like, profiting off of the chaos so much that it kind of just enabled it, you know, instead of, like, having the self-awareness, like, better yourself. Like, she's like, oh, everyone loves me because I'm messy and chaotic, and I'm gonna call out the girls who sleep with my ex and my baby daddy. Like she just got like a pat on the back every time she was messy, and that's why at the end the girls are like, you are throwing everything away. You have the opportunity of a lifetime to be the Bachelorette, which all of us would die to have. Like, we love you, we're happy for you, but like, you don't even care enough about it. You're gonna sleep with him again right before, and you're gonna miss your flight. Like, you're putting the production in jeopardy too. These people are like waiting for you to come. Like, you have 30 guys who are excited to meet you, and you're just throwing that all away.
Oh, it gets me like chills. It makes me so sad.
I know. I was like so frustrated with her. I'm like, girl, I'm kind of sick of the antics. Like, help me help you. Like, we're all rooting for you. Literally, I felt very much, Tiffany, we're all rooting for you. Taylor, we're all rooting for you. Girl.
I know. That's why when I see these reposts of like obviously very passive aggressive things, like even her statement was very, that her, I guess, publisher or something put out very, you know, another attention seeking desperate thing. It's like, yes, maybe, and a lot of people see that, obviously, like Moses and like half the internet, like a lot of people are seeing that, the timing of it all and the desperation. Yes, we see that, but it's like taking no accountability to be like, this was awful and I'm deeply embarrassed, and like I think that should have been like the start of it, rather than like, you could have let the internet judge Dakota, which they did, and the people see that side. But the fact that her statement was that, and then the reposts are just like passive aggressive, just like girl,
like trust me, I'm seeing Dakota. Like, he is also enemy of the state. Every man of Dad Talk, minus you, Connor, you sweet king. Every Jace, maybe, I don't know. Every other man in that group, like, I see it for you. You are enemy of this state over here.
Yes,
trust me. So like, you don't need to convince me. No one needs to convince me that Dakota is a menace and diabolical. And manipulative, and he's planning every time you get an opportunity. He is there trying to make you self-destruct. Trust me, I see it. But at some point, when it's been so many years and you see just how bad it gets you, and you have every opportunity. Like, she has so much privilege. She has access to so many resources. Like, at some point
I
you
know.
gotta just like, we can't do all the work for you. Like, you have to help yourself. Help me help you.
Yeah, that's what's the frustrating part, because like you said, she has all the resources and the privilege and stuff like that. Think about all the people who like don't have that and are in some situations, and it's frustrating. And it's frustrating for everyone because you share your life, right? Like, I can't ask like, this is what you want, right? You're the influencer, you're on the reality shows, this is like what you do. And the thing is so many people like you for, and like you said, all this stuff that's happened, and it's like we can only do so much because then it just gets exhausting. It's like a friend in real life who just keeps going back to like a toxic. At some point, you just gotta like cut it off and just be like, I can't do this because this is like really sad to watch and dangerous.
And in like her eyes too, the second he like does something to trigger her, like you see the snap in her eyes, like in Mormon Wives, like her eyes like. And the way she goes off at everyone who like loves her and wants to like pull her out of it, like she snaps. So like clearly she has like rage issues, truly.
Yeah.
And it's again, but when you see what your rage issues have like made you do at some point, it's like, how are we not getting yes.
It's really simple as like, and not simple because it takes me, I do so much work on it too because I have anger issues too, and it's like really recognizing like triggers and what to do to escalate your own triggers, because someone could trigger you, right? There's so many people that trigger you. Maybe you're justifiably like the victim and people are being awful and poking you for a reason, but it's like your responsibility to handle that and know how to de-escalate that. And it's not easy. It's something you work on. I constantly work on it. I feel like I have it all together, but I constantly work on it in everyday life, like little triggers. It could be a food trigger, it could be anything. And some people be like, oh my God, Trish, you sound so crazy. But it's like just recognizing what it is. And for me, it's like removing yourself from a situation, right? If something is that, sometimes you just need to calm down. I feel like sometimes you just need like, you need an hour, you need a little space, go to sleep or something like that. I don't know, different triggers for different people, but there is help for it. Like, you're not just gonna be a messy girlfriend. This is just who I am. Like, it's like, no, it's not. Like, there may be a chemical imbalance.
She's inside of the worst scenario for somebody like her, because it's going from TikTok star to reality TV, where that's all you've been compensated for and that's all they encourage her to do. So there's nobody, it's not like she's in a reality TV about improving her mental health. It's a reality TV about drama. So all I'm saying is like, there's nobody around her. There's no situation where she'll get rewarded for being better.
I think that's so wrong too, because I think of like Whitney Levitt or me, right? Like, my whole thing was if I was on the kitchen floor, literally, like if I was like on the kitchen floor, I would make so much money, right? And I was like, no one's interested in me being happy. Like, I think breakup songs, when people write breakup songs, they want you to be miserable. No one's interested in when people are happy. But I think that's so wrong in like this world we're living in now and the era that we're living in. I think people want people. I think like Whitney's a good example. Again, I haven't watched the first seasons either, so I don't know how horrible she was. But I mean, just like, she just started like taking care of herself and stuff like that, and just like whatever. I think people want to see that arc. Connor too, right? Connor like has admitted in past episodes, obviously, like his addiction to corn and like, you know, Tinder and all stuff like that. Like, and people love him now because why? Because they like worked on it. Obviously, he got some help for it and stuff like that. And yeah, it was like a thing to do, but like they're open about it, they're honest, and because they're doing better, people are like applauding it, right? Like a couple years ago, people were like, Whitney sucks. Even on Dancing with the Stars, people were like,
people
we hate
hated
Whitney.
the girl.
Yeah,
which I had no idea.
Me neither, right? There was this whole campaign, we hate her. That's why she was 6th when she was like the best and had the highest scores. But I think because she is doing so well and they're so supportive and stuff like that, I think people want to see it. I think people think they want to see mess, and some people do.
And I think that's why everyone was excited when she was the Bachelorette, because it was an opportunity to get out of that toxic situation. Like, you can still be entertained. There's so many other parts of her personality that are entertaining and fun that
she's
are
funny.
not the toxic. Yeah,
she's funny. She's cute. Like, she has a personality, and aside from that, she has fans for just being her.
Yeah,
like literally just being a mom and stuff.
And like the other girls too, like Whitney, Layla too, like at the end of season 4, she starts documenting her treatment for her ED.
Yes.
So the other girls, and like MIKAYLA with her health struggles, like she's documenting that and trying to like recover from that, and also like overcoming like her issues with like, I guess she was like sexually abused, and Macy too, like they were like abused and like overcoming that. So I think everyone is like seated for the journey and like wants that.
Yes.
And that's kind of why it's like frustrating, especially her friends. Like her friends are like so supportive and like really trying so hard, and they try to comfort her and they try to not trigger her. They find out information. They're trying to like, okay, they have strategy meetings. How are we going to break this news to Taylor? Because like she got to leave for the Bachelorette in 4 days. And like, if we say this to her, maybe she won't go. Like they try so hard to like shield her from everything that is happening in Utah, in Provo, Utah. And nothing good is happening there, you guys. Nothing good is happening. Truly.
I mean, Donny Osmond lives there.
Maybe he's the only thing. And the pickleball seems fun every now and then. The pickleball tournament seems fun, but like
Swig,
there's
crumble.
so much happening.
Well, they're coming to. I heard now they're going to LA, right? Everyone's moved to LA.
I heard that too.
I think what's his name? Toe and Jen Affleck. They're here in LA. I think Macy's in LA. I think that was Whitney and Connor's plot. Like they were supposed to be moved to LA. Now they moved to Chicago.
And I
so.
heard Aspen Ovard, right, is supposed to be one of the new girls.
No.
The rumor. That's what the streets are saying. That Aspen Ovard is supposed to be one of the new.
Is she Mormon?
I guess.
Right. She was married young.
She's
divorced,
also a TikToker,
lesbian
YouTuber.
now.
Oh, I didn't know she was.
I think so. I think she's
That's
dating,
fierce.
and I think they were like in a throuple or something.
Whoa.
I think. Am I thinking the right? I think I'm thinking the right Aspen. Has
The blonde
kids.
girl. Yes.
Moved to the beach. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's so wild. You're just like, oh my god, just Mormon's gone wild. That's the new. That's a spinoff. That's right. And I think Mormon wives specifically, they love to see the arc because they were just regular people, right? Just like YouTubers or anything. When you see a regular person like achieve like dreams and stuff, it's like really inspiring. I think like Love Is Blind and stuff, and like those, maybe they're seated for messier. Maybe, I don't know. I don't
Or
really
like
watch
90
it.
Day Fiance. You're kind of there for like the self-destruction. But you do grow an attachment to them,
Yes.
and you do kind of want the best for them.
You don't want to see them be happy, right? It's like, yes, the Coltons of the world will always be just a mess, and he should just lean into that because that's you, I guess. But like, I think with Mormon wives specifically, it is just like these like regular Mormon wives, you know, they were Mormon, not anymore, and whatever, and then they're achieving big things. And I always said that. I always think that's the most impressive things. In 2020, like no one knew who these people were, and then all of a sudden it's like they're the biggest. Like Whitney's selling out Broadway every single night, and then all of them, they're all getting opportunities. Obviously Taylor and all of them, but yeah, it's just, it's wasted. It's wasted opportunity. And it's like, how many chances does someone get, right? It's like people will just get like sick of it. And there's always, people always want to see a comeback, a redemption. I think it could happen. And like, I feel like always you have to start with your kids. Like do it for your kids, because like this is all very public and it's all very sad, you know? And they'll see it one day if they're not seeing it now. And she had a good co-parenting relationship with Tate, the father of her first two children. So the fact that he's reposting stuff and you know,
and Miranda and Layla are issuing statements like why they don't want to film with her too. I think that's other big things that her friends who have stood by her through that first, like in 2023, they stood by her through all that, are now being like, look, we can't condone this. Like, we don't want to be a part of it. So I think that's big too. We'll see what comes out of this like second investigation. Again, Dakota is definitely a menace and also needs to be held accountable. And obviously, I mean, in my opinion, it's pretty obvious he's working with like TMZ and also Jordan, who was also, I could literally be at the gates of heaven if I pass away and I'll be like, hold up, big guy. I have to go back and deal with something. I don't even care if God is trying to embrace me into his arms at the gates of heaven. I'm coming back down as a spirit to haunt you, Jordan Nugget. I don't remember your last name, but Jordan, I am coming back to haunt you. I did, but I can't even pronounce it.
Yeah.
Because I know he also saw, because the day that TMZ reports Taylor loses the Bachelorette, Jordan's like, hold on. I'm also filing for divorce from Jessi.
Oh, I was like, Jordan, yes. Yes!
And
this is
like,
the one who might go to jail allegedly from Chase's sister. Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, okay, like literally it's the butterfly release all over again.
Was he the butterfly person?
Yes.
No!
We can't have a moment to process TFP losing the Bachelorette. Yes.
Oh my.
He has to be like, oh, hold on, TMZ. I'm also filing for divorce. Like, shut up.
Oh
like,
my
shut
God,
up, please.
Wait, he's the worst. And I do not remember his face to save my life.
I
but
wish
like...
I had your brain because I hate that I know his face so well.
Oh my God. His wife is the hairdresser, right?
Yes,
okay. Jessi, yes. Who's gorgeous. She just said she hated her plastic surgery. It's like they're all real as which I love. I love the women. The men are diabolical. Dakota, yes, to echo that sentiment, Dakota is triggering AF. I want everyone to know, like, he is triggering. But again, it's like her responsibility to get away from it. He's awful. So that should be I hope, like, he never gets a girlfriend again, to quote Moore from Traders. It's like, he's awful. Like, he's awful. And he's in his sober journey. And during sobriety, like, it's all about, like, spirituality and just, like, being open to everything. The fact that he's like this in his sobriety, allegedly, I guess, someone had said that Taylor didn't want to leave. This is... I don't know if I should say this one. I don't know. It was like this whole thing is that they might be using drugs together is what they suspected. And that maybe going away for that long would be like the withdrawals. That was like just a rumor I heard online, like whatever. But it may make sense or may give like reasoning behind maybe this kind of behavior in front of the kids if they were on some sort of substance besides just drinking. Because I think like alcohol, I mean, I've been drunk, I've been blackout. I think you have some... aware. Obviously, if you're like roofied or something, you don't, but like you're not like throwing chairs. I think it's like you have some awareness as opposed to like maybe taking a substance might be make you more erratic, maybe more blackout. Again, not an excuse, but it would make sense. And maybe that's why she didn't want to leave for so long. Dakota's awful. Oh, what's his name?
Jordan.
That is wild. It's like, I don't want him to. Maybe he did it. Are they friends? Maybe he did it to take away some of the, like, on purpose to be like, let me put something else in there.
The timing is crazy. It's like, it reminds me so much of the butterfly release. Where it's like, damn, here's MIKAYLA trying to release the butterflies for Lottie June and the two other beautiful babies. And you had to take away the spotlight from Lottie June and the babies. And
who's Lottie June?
MIKAYLA's baby. I remember seeing the little sign that they made at the Sip and See. They made the little name cards with the babies' names. And I saw Lottie June and I was like, that's a cute name. I actually really love that name.
I do like Lottie June. That's really cute. I like that.
And then of course, like someone else is like taking all the attention, and he has to throw his hat in the ring too.
Probably because he's allegedly going to jail, according to Jace's sister. Maybe he's like, I gotta get this out before I go.
Yeah, because I guess the tea is this is all kind of this is all very alleged actually. Jessi had been wanting to file for divorce, and he was aware that she was going to do it. Which in the show we see her going through the prenup and having the discussions like as the 5-year curse, because her last marriage also ended at 5 years, and they were celebrating the 5-year anniversary, and I was like, and your last, Jordan. So they were already kind of hinting that it was going that way, but I guess like off camera, Jessi was talking to him about wanting a divorce. There was allegedly a rollout plan that she was going to go on Call Her Daddy and like air everything out
for the
and
divorce?
talk about it. Yeah, like the post-divorce press conference. And I guess the reporting is that Jordan kind of wanted to get ahead of it and filed first, like beat her to the actual filing, and then went to TMZ allegedly, but probably. God. And he did give a statement to TMZ, so it actually is pretty clear he did go to them. And there's like a clause in this new filing or whatever, and then that she can't go on podcasts and talk about him. And then the rumors on TikTok is that because he's been spending money on things allegedly such as escorts and other like gambling stuff and stuff like that. I don't actually think he will be going to prison. I think he issued a statement to another TikToker who reached out to him and was like, I have no idea what these prison allegations are. But the concept of it pretty big. Tickles me. I like the concept of him being behind bars and away from me. Jail. So, jail.
Well, not to critique Mormonism too much, but it does seem like they restrict them a little too much, and then they go a little wild. If it's like gambling,
it is kind of giving that
alcohol, escort. You know what I mean? Yeah, they go. It's literally they go. Swing. Right.
They need to learn from the Amish people, you know.
Like, go off the grid.
Yeah, no. At 18, they give them an opportunity. Go live your life. If you like it, stay out. If you don't, come back to the community. Like, so.
I wouldn't mind being Amish, to be honest. Like, that is kind of nice. You're kind of just like not on social media and just no electricity, and you're just like baking pies. It sounds kind of fun.
I suppose.
Like, it sounds simple in the best way, where it's like there's probably no drama. You think there's Amish drama?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because that's all they have.
Wow.
That's all you have. Right. Is the human.
It's like Bridgerton.
Connection.
Like the lady was around. It's like
just
gossip.
like Bridgerton. Yes.
Right. Sarah, there's nothing to do.
It's an American Bridgerton.
Yeah, just a little gossip. Oh my God, we would thrive in that era, and in the Amish world, we'd have lots of gossip. Where do you get the gossip if you can't get it from TikTok?
You are the gossip mama. Like, yeah.
Oh, people just make up their own rumors about you?
Things, yeah. And there'd be someone. I would be like a lady whistle down here, because I can't keep it to myself. I love.
Like, did you see who came out of the barn with them? Like,
I love it.
Yeah. Damn. I think I'd pick being Amish over being Mormon.
From this, yeah, I think so, because it's all kind of been a recipe for disaster. I think, right, looking at them, the only ones still married, I guess, is it Zach and Jen? I guess, and Macy and Jacob too. But that's it, right?
And Whitney and Connor.
Oh yeah, Whitney. But in my head, she's already left, I guess.
Yeah. She's been gone. She's like, I'm going back for Dancing with the Stars, and that's it. I'm going, which is, everyone now is like, no, it makes sense, because everyone like judged her for that. Like, oh, you only came back for Dancing with the Stars. Like, yeah, because like, why else would I be?
Why?
Yeah, messy.
And I love Whitney now. Again, it's crazy.
I know, me too.
I can't fathom. A week ago, I had no clue who these people were, and I watched all of season 4 since then. I wanted to start season 1 yesterday, but Darian said we need to take a couple of days break, because I was getting really worked up.
Yeah.
I was getting really worked up.
It's a lot. I haven't even started it. I thought with most, I'm like, maybe you should watch it to like get what we're like, obviously you get what we're talking about, but like get it. But then I'm like,
yeah, because once you see these girls in action, it really, it changes things. The perspective is crazy. And also the men are crazy.
The men are crazy. Like, that's to me, it's like, Yeah, and Zach too posting during all of this. I commented. I said, nobody cares. Nobody cares about this. What did he post? He's been posting a lot.
Of the state. Yeah. He made fun of Connor in a recent TikTok. He said,
I saw that with the magic.
He said, I'm going to get into magic, you guys. I'm picking up a hobby for myself. And then he flicked off the camera. I'm like, okay, pack it up.
Honestly, watching the two of you, I don't want to let them ruin my peace in life.
That is
I'm keeping my peace.
I applaud you for that. Hashtag protect your peace. And if I could go back again to a week ago and tell myself one thing, I probably would say that.
No, it's your job, baby. We gotta be plugged in for this. Okay.
True. It's true. It's a sacrifice. It is my cross to carry. Yeah. But damn, I have been upset. Like, I literally would watch it like before bed, and it would take me hours to calm down because I was so mad. Yeah, I was so mad.
Even on TikTok, I still keep seeing. I'm like, I cannot see this anymore. Like, obviously, like, yeah, when there's updates, like, I'm sure there will be an update. Like you said, tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. there's gonna be like an update, and you're like, okay,
it's been constant.
It changes, and there could be videos of Dakota locking you in the car, and then all of a sudden you change because you're just like, what the? You know, there's so much that just changes and stuff all the time. But just based on what we see now, it's just. But you know, there's still people who are like. Because is the Bachelorette leaking clips? Someone said that they were like leaking clips to like, test the water. Because there was like one at like, was it where were they? A baseball game? I don't know. There was somewhere she was with somebody.
It's definitely the highest demand ever for a show.
Yeah.
Now to see the Bachelorette, I think it will go like on the dark web or something. Like people want to watch it.
Yeah,
they want to see it.
Yeah. I think they did the right thing when there's like a child involved, right? I feel like because the child was hit, it was like, okay, because that's new. I think that's like the new thing that no one knew. And obviously this open investigation that's happening right now, maybe, but if it was heavily focused on her being a mom, obviously that's where people are going to be like, yeah, I think it's right. I think like you said, people would watch, we'd be all seated. I think it's like the right
Not
thing
just her
to do.
too, the men, like people are already analyzing all the men that are on the show.
Oh, someone else got arrested. One of the guys that got arrested on there. Yeah.
And we can at Patreon because it's music. So basically the Bachelorette winner, Doug, is an R&B singer.
Doug.
And we can...
Oh, I know Doug.
We can review his songs on Patreon.
Yeah.
So
he's a Patreon singer?
No, he's a singer, but we just can't play music here.
Oh, dude, I thought he was like selling his songs on Patreon. I'm like, love that. SoundCloud rapper.
I'm trying to see what...
Yeah, they all have aspirations. I think Harry Jazzy, once again, bringing light into these situations, is he said when he did, what's his first show? I forgot. Too Hot to Handle?
Yeah.
Was that his first one? He said he moved from Australia to LA before it even aired with like no money or anything because he's like just like hoping the show would be successful and like banking on the opportunities you'd get. And I think that's why everyone does reality shows. I don't think someone goes on reality TV solely for love. I think like if you can find it, great. I feel like that's very us, right? Like if you can find it, great. But I don't think anyone does it solely for that purpose. I think they all want a little fame, a little bump in their business, whatever it is. I think they all want a little bit of that. So that does suck that now none of them get that because they do have to take time off work. They get like no pay, this whole thing. So I think in that sense people feel bad for the guys, but I never really feel bad for guys in general. But
yeah, and there are allegedly the rumors are that they are being optioned now for Bachelor in Paradise. So keep those dreams alive, boys.
The people we haven't seen?
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Sorry, but like we don't care if we haven't seen you. But I like that this winner, he's like, this is my time.
His artist name is Toned Bone.
Awful.
And literally the second you hear him sing, it's like, awful. TFP, like you are never going to escape the grips of like a corny white man, I fear. I fear.
Is it? Ew,
there's music videos,
it's rough. It's
okay,
like,
Patreon, let's play it. I need to hear.
It's like...
That's embarrassing.
The second I saw him sing and then also like the dancing and stuff, I was like, this is all making sense. And he's been issuing out statements in support of Taylor and stuff. And Taylor replied that she's grateful for his support and blah, blah, blah.
I mean...
But it's like...
She chose you and still went back to Dakota. Like, what are you doing? Like, let's just stay silent on this one. I don't know. Like, it's kind of wild. The whole thing is... wild.
It's a mess. It really, and like literally it's been so much unfurling. And like, if you're not watching Mormon Wives right now, take it from me. You got, if you're strong enough, because it is really annoying and you will be annoyed if you're not watching it. But if you love mess and if you have mental capacity to take it on, watch it because it's really changed my life. But like, everything's been happening to everyone all at once. Like we have everything with Taylor. Okay, so that's one thing. And then again, everything with Jessi now with her marriage, like what's gonna happen after that. I do feel bad because like as the season, like when she was doing all these little activities to get Taylor ready and like practice for the Bachelorette, like the speed dating and stuff, that woman's eyes had a lightness in her that I never saw with her husband. Like, you could tell she wishes she was Taylor, like, and having that opportunity to go on The Bachelorette and just, like, experience that. Like, you know how badly she wanted that. And Jessi, let's keep the hope alive. Maybe you'll be the Bachelorette, although there was rumors that, like...
Double.
There was a rumor that came out of nowhere, but that Miranda and Layla could be the double Bachelorette, because they have done the 2 Bachelorette before. And I love those queens.
Was Gabby a double Bachelorette? Gabby Wendy?
Yeah, was it her? And there was one before that. It was Caitlin Bristow, I believe.
Okay.
Was also another Bachelorette. It was her, I believe, her and another brunette. 2 brunettes were Bachelorettes together at one point too.
Have you seen the connection of Nick Viall to the Bachelorette?
He takes responsibility for, like, a true, hate this word, I don't use it lightly, narcissist.
One person was responsible for Taylor, Frankie, Paul. Just one.
Well, it's happened. Taylor, Frankie, Paul is your next Bachelorette. You are welcome, Bachelor Nation. You're welcome, ABC.
People, your haters are trying to say that you have an inside source, and that's the only reason that you got it right.
What do you mean? It was literally my idea 3 months ago. I gave him the idea.
He is the source. I am the source. Yeah.
I am the source.
Yeah.
Do you not see his comment? They asked Nick.
No,
they literally
you're right.
are watching
They had the idea on their own, and then someone called me up just to be like, just so you know, 3 months ago, by the way.
Nick was like, this will save the franchise. If you guys want to do
Kill the
it,
franchise.
you should.
You should. Maybe I know a little bit about this world. I don't know.
Producing,
maybe,
creating.
You know,
it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be fantastic.
Okay.
I'm glad the people who make these decisions finally
made a good one.
Yeah.
Hopefully, don't f it up.
Always on the wrong side. Something I just have so much bias against him. I hate to comment on this because I just hate him. I just really do, and I can't be unbiased. So maybe give your unbiased thoughts on that. I don't know.
Oh, I am fully biased. What a diabolical man! And honestly, that's what you get if they really listened to him and they took some advice from him. That's what you get.
That's what you get.
If you take your advice from someone who sucks, that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna explode in your face. So.
You know, I'm happy that Nick Viall has a successful podcast. Obviously, you need to provide for your family. And I feel like they should just stay in that lane. I love it for them. Honestly, if you have a Viall fan, go to the Viall Files. Like, love it. They seem like they're doing well, whatever. I think everybody else needs to stop listening to them. I think if ABC took the Bachelorette advice, sorry, Netflix, but Age of Attraction is getting more diabolical. Did you see this week where the 60-year-old man with the 23-year-old was like, oh, I'm cool with your celibacy, but like then chastised her for what she would do versus he's like, but if we're doing everything else, then you're not actually celibate. Like, he was being so awful. He said he was okay with it, but then wasn't. And then she's like, okay, so we're like good. And we're just like go our separate ways. Like, it was so insane, like the manipulation he was doing because she said she was celibate, but like let him do other things. But then he was like judging her for that. The show is awful. I don't know how it's still on. Like, honestly, they should pull this. I love how like The Bachelorette gets canceled, right? But this is also diabolical, manipulative, all the like borderline abusive in my opinion, with these like older men and these younger girls like judging them on national TV for this stuff. Like, it looks so bad. It looks so bad, and I don't want to like point the blame, but once again, if Nick Viall like created the show, it's like just stay in your podcast world. We have fans, you know what I mean? Very much, like ours too. I'll stay in this little lane. We have our fans, whatever. That's where you need to do, because the fact that he said he gave ABC the idea and they listened to him, allegedly, I guess, and then the Age of Attraction, it's like 3 strikes, you're out. And I think we've had 3, 4, 5 strikes. You know, the interview with I think 5 strikes, you're out. 6 strikes, you're out. I think we're done. Your fans can still like you, that's the beauty of the internet and the podcast. Like, you can have a podcast in your own fan base, and if you just stay in that corner, everything is great and you can make money. I think when you start to venture out, it's like, be open to judgment. When I saw the interview with them and like the blue wall behind them, just so uncomfortable.
Oh, the press junket.
Just so crazy. Him just being like, blaming her for the relationship. She pursued me. I don't know. I didn't want it. I'm like, she was 19. Like, you're weird. You're weird, and I don't like you. And that, yeah. Watching that, I just like, in every
just
way.
The arrogance of it all.
Yeah,
the
smugness.
arrogance.
Yeah, he's just a menace. Too many of these men are menaces. Zach, I cannot stand you, Jordan. I cannot stand you, Jordan. I cannot stand you, Zach. Mason, I don't know what he did, but I know you saw Layla's TikTok about like when she was talking about her ex-boyfriend. So Mason, I know you did something.
Also, he was just always like trying to tell her how to parent. Like, your kids shouldn't be. They're manipulating
what the hell
you.
Meanwhile, not a father. Like,
24.
No kids. Yeah.
Like, don't know you've been dating a year. Like, if anyone ever tried to say my kids were manipulating me, I'd be out. And like, thankfully she left as like musty. But like, out. Like, and then she was like, no hard feelings. And then like a TikTok later, she's like, actually hard feelings. Actually, he's the worst.
Yeah, I remember when you told me the story. I didn't know who she was, but now that I know her, it's like, Layla, Queen, I got your back. I will see you to
Same.
the ends of the earth. Mama.
Yes, new boobs and all. You look great. You do not need musties.
She
You
got
do not need
signed to a
musties.
modeling agency. Her dream came true.
Yes!
Layla, you are a queen. Mikayla, love you too, girl. You did do me a little dirty because literally Whitney came to the stem cell, to her stem cell treatment for her illness, but then kind of just stood there as Jen was trying to eat Whitney up, and I was like, ladies, we gotta get serious. It's the Get Serious Challenge. Mom talk. Like, Mom talk. Let us get involved in the Get Serious Challenge. It's the new challenge where you try to be serious, because we're kind of letting Jen like run amok and trigger Whitney and make her look all kinds of crazy. And like, we got, look, Miranda, shout out to you, Miranda, because Miranda did say, actually, Jen, that's true. Whitney had your back. So shout out Miranda for sticking it to her. But Jen was running amok, and the girls let her do it.
And Zach tried to say, this is what I said, nobody cares this past weekend. He was trying to still bring up the drama of him going to meet up with Whitney. He's like, two truths and a lie. And he's like, production had you go meet. Did you see how that production had you go meet? And like, you, not that you wanted to, whatever. Like, just all this, like, nobody cares anymore. You were awful. You've been awful. You were the worst. You were mean to her for no reason. Like, you're awful, and your wife's a little awful too. I'm hoping she has redemption. Like Jen, I feel like there's a little redemption. I think your husband just needs to like stay silent. You can stay married to him, but we just don't want to see him.
Yeah, because the problem is Zach has been doubling, tripling down on being a menace. He's like, this is who I am. I'm going to be this way. This is my wife. Whitney's a narcissist. Like, he keeps going on and on and on. First of all, it's very coincidental that everything that makes you look bad you can blame on production, but everything that we liked Jen for is her being herself. So which one is it? Is it production making you look good? Because that's what he said. Every time someone brings up something nice Whitney did, that was production making her do it. Really? So you could say the same thing for you.
Yes.
Also, again, shout out to Miranda, because Miranda has also chimed in on this discourse and said production has never made them do something that they didn't want to do. Shout out Miranda. She's keeping everyone at 100.
I think she has the book deal. I think she's the first one that has a book deal from what I heard through the grapevine. I think she does. I think Miranda's the first one, because I think she's the one who's one of her first fathers of her children died in an accident.
No, that's Macy.
Okay, that one I think has a book. Yes.
Yes. Miranda is the one who was with Chase. Her friend is Shania. Shania is the one that hooked up with Dakota.
Yes. Ugh, girl. I mean,
it's just a mess. It's a mess. And yeah, Zach has just been going on and on and on, trying to drag everyone else through the mud.
Zach is the worst. Like,
Zach
just stop.
is the worst.
You're not Spencer Pratt. I think he thinks he's giving Spencer Pratt in the Hills villain, and it's like, you're not even close.
It's
There's
just
nothing.
corny.
It's corny.
It's very corny.
And just like half and like meek, and it's just like, okay, if you're gonna be a villain, but like you're doing it to women, and you're just like a bully, you look weird, and like,
so weird.
Not supportive husband. You're not even supportive to her on camera. It's like, whatever, but at least have your wife's back if you're gonna be like this tough macho guy, whatever. But the fact that you're like threatened by everything she does is giving me.
And I think he was trying to stir the pot to get Jen to not want to be in LA. That's my theory, because the concept of him being stuck in LA with like her working and being on Dancing with the Stars or other shows, she wants to do music and stuff. I think he was really riling her up and getting her to not be into that lifestyle, because he wanted to go back to Utah, and he wanted to be back with Dad Talk. So he didn't want to be stuck with the kids while she was out living her dream. So I think he was ruffling her feathers and really getting things going to make her spiral a little bit, so she would want to go back to Utah and give up the LA dream. That is my thesis.
But I think they're here. I think they're at the beach. I think they moved.
I know, I saw that too. But she's still making music and all that, so we'll see.
What kind of music does she make?
She's just been teasing us. She's in the studio.
Ooh,
Girl, I
want
to see it.
I want to see it too. What kind of music do you think she makes? Pop music?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, are you going to be a pop girl, or what exactly are you going to give? I don't know.
I like that.
But it's rough, because you got to win everyone back. But the thing is, they stood 10 toes down and like, this is who we are, and I don't care if it's not popular to be against Whitney. I'm standing on business, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Well, girl, now you have to deal with the repercussions of that, and everyone's disliking you. I didn't even go after I watched the finale. I'm like, am I crazy? Like, do people like her? Are they rooting for her? And I had to go to the comments on their TikToks and Instagram, and everyone's saying the same thing, which was very validating. So
yes, thank God.
What a mess. I cannot stand you, Zach. Jen, I'm still rooting for you. You're a beautiful girl. Like, I look at her face.
Yes.
And gorgeous skin, so pretty. I love like her talking voice. Like, she's so cute.
Yes.
I am rooting for you. You got to leave the man. He is bringing you down. He looks like an evil Pixar character. He looks like the evil villain in a Pixar movie. He is like diabolical. He's nasty. He is, I think, the root of your insecurities comes from him. Why you're mad at Whitney is because your man is whispering diabolical things into your ear.
Yes, I think that's the realty, right? Is she's just obviously jealous, not even like of Whitney's opportunities. It's like the fact that she can get those opportunities because she has a supportive husband. Because they both had 3 kids, little kids at that. And if you don't have...
And her dream was Dancing with the Stars. No one else could have the dream. Whitney, you knew her dream was Dancing with the Stars, and you dared be on the show. As if Whitney's not the reason you got eliminated. If anything, maybe be mad at Andy. Andy's the one who could barely do a little 1-2 step. He was the one that was really in your way. Like, he was sabotaging you. You should have beat him. Like, Whitney was getting better scores than you. Like, why are you mad at Whitney and not like Andy, who was actually bad, but the Fandies were out there making sure he got higher,
is crazy.
you know?
Or your husband, who's like, wow, you're dancing with the Jan in front of the castle at Disneyland. It's like, yeah, because that's our promotion. That's what we need to do. You dumb. Like, that makes me so mad. He was sabotaging her. The fact that he was mad about that.
It's crazy.
And there's a clip of Jan, I think on a TikTok live. And she says something like, one of the, I don't know what she says, like a rough day or whatever, or like something about Disneyland. And he's like, oh, no, not that. Like, he was like triggered by it. You know what I mean? Like something like it was awful. And it was probably because her crazy husband was just like jealous of, like, just weird. He sabotages her. From what we've seen on the show, he's sabotaging you, girl. I hope not. If you work together, great, but just keep him off our feeds and our screens. We do not want to see him. Take away his TikTok. Take away. I wish I worked at TikTok where I could just take away accounts.
Me too. Freedom of speech, except for dad talk.
Yeah.
And Nick
Viall. You need a muzzle.
Yeah.
Nick Viall can have freedom of speech on his podcast, but don't go anywhere else and disrupt all these women and these poor young
Stay
women.
out of women's business.
Yes, Age of Attraction. Okay, it just screams perv to me. If you did a show called Age of Attraction, where all the old men and young men, they all want young girls. These old women are like fighting for their lives here. It's just like, it's awful. It's giving perv. It's giving disgusting.
It's rough. But Whitney, girl, you are a sister to me. She's a client. She's a client of mine now officially.
She's been a client of mine.
You've been speaking the truth. I've been
loving her. I'm with you. Like a year ago, I was like, I remember right before she was Dancing with Stars, like we had a booker and it's like, oh, would you like Whitney? And I didn't know much about her. And then like it was too late by the time I'm like, I want Whitney. And then it's like she's a mega superstar. So it's amazing to see where she's, you know, all come from. People made a very good point too, how much they canceled Whitney for her RSV NICU dance. Did you remember that?
Yes.
Like people came so hard for her, not like one defense of her. The fact that she like took her child to the hospital because, you know, like there's so many like good things that she did, but they like criticized her so much for that. And then like Taylor Frankie Paul literally has a video of her throwing a stool.
That's all I knew her for.
Huh?
That's all I knew her for, like that
the
TikTok.
RSV dance.
Me too. That's all I knew her.
And people, and me, I'm gonna jump on that bandwagon too. Everyone's like, oh my God, this is so cringy. But it's like,
but also she's one that, speaking of, had that like whole character arc though, like where she was, you know, kind of a menace. Yeah, like she did that. Also the other girls didn't like her, and then she had to like kind of prove herself as a friend to them, and she did. And now we see her be sweet to everyone and show up for everyone, even like jeopardizing her own mental health to go fly back and forth Utah and LA to kind of show up for all the other girls. And we see that, and that's why we like her. That's
why we love her. And very, very that. It's like, but just keep the same energy. If you're canceling for something a little insignificant, whatever, you know what I mean?
In poor taste.
Yeah, I mean, she's had a baby. You're not really thinking clearly, whatever. So yes, but Taylor Frankie Paul has like this video of her like where a chair she threw hit her child. And it's like, people are like, well, you know, I don't know. People just don't keep the same energy, but we do love a character arc. And even Taylor Frankie Paul, like you said, it's never too late. And I think with her, you can only be given so many chances, especially with the same person, with Dakota. Like if this incident happened again, it's like, everyone needs help in this situation. Like, it's like you can't, it's weird because you can get restraining orders and stuff, but there's nothing you can actually do to keep people apart from each other. Like, there's nothing. That's like, you know what I mean? And it's just like so frustrating.
You gotta just remove yourself from.
Yeah. I don't get it. And she has lots of suitors. We've seen it on the show. There's that cute guy from TikTok and all these people. There's no shortage of men for her.
Yeah, too. She just pop on a TikTok live, see a white boy singing. She's like, come to Provo, Utah. Come stay with me. Like, girl, shout out Ben. He seems sweet, but Jesus.
Ben is the winner?
The TikTok live got it in the show.
Oh, right.
4. Yeah, Doug is the winner.
Yeah. The singer.
It's hard to keep all these.
What's his name?
White
Tone Mago. What's his singing name?
Tone Bone.
Or
something like
Awful.
that. Yeah.
I really hate all men, except for the men here.
Ben and Tone Bone do look similar. So.
She has a type, like you said, corny.
She does very much have a type.
Maybe she should date Benson Boone. That's her type.
That might be, yeah.
What's he doing? He's not doing much right now.
I think he was just on tour, but yeah.
He's at the Live Moss
I was
Taco Bell. I was like, love that he's there. I didn't get invited. That's one brand I like to work at. That grilled cheese burrito this morning, and it was good. Yeah. All right. Well, we had an hour and a half of Mormon Wives.
I had
So
a lot to get
sorry
off my
this
chest.
whole
I know.
episode.
Apologies to anyone who's not into it, but my God, I had a lot to get off my chest today. That was rough.
Maybe JoJo Siwa should be the new Bachelorette. Oh, I wasn't supposed to mention her.
I wanted it to
Forget
be
to-
Mikayla so bad, you guys. I literally was like,
MIKAYLA NOGUIERA,
yeah,
the
sorry,
beauty
yes,
guru.
not, oh,
Double
but
Michaelas?
actually, double Bachelorette, double Mikayla,
Yes.
both spelled the same.
Yeah.
Speaking of, really quick before I get into that, but Mikayla from Mormon Wives did you
Taco
see
Bell?
her? Well, she did a TikTok where she used Mikayla Nogueira's like, I'm getting a divorce.
With the Taco Bell fries she's eating.
Yeah, and then Jace
Yes.
walks behind her.
Oh no.
Oh, it came out I think yesterday.
Who's Jace?
Her estranged husband. Yeah.
Not the one she's divorcing. She's divorcing Jordan.
No, that's Jessi who's divorcing.
Jesus.
Michaela's the one. She's 25. She's the one who's has a sickness, and she gave birth to Lottie June.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, Jace is her husband with the curly hair.
Oh yes.
The quiet one with the curly hair.
They're getting divorced, or just
They're estranged right now.
so like just kidding. Look at it. He's behind me.
But she used Mikayla from Mormon Wives used the I'm getting a divorce sound.
But is she getting divorced?
People were like, is this like a clue that you're getting divorced?
Bad manifestation out there. Don't you know what I mean? Like,
But
why?
also, that's why I don't know if I like Jace or not, because he also did a
don't.
TikTok where he was like with his kids to like a sound where like the kids were like slapping him, and the text was like, Mormon Wives fans having to watch Dad Talk this season, and he was like taped and like on a chair or whatever, and the
Ew.
kids were like slapping him. I thought it was funny. It made me giggle, but
Nothing he does is funny, but I also don't know who he is. I can't remember his face either. That's not the one who released the butterflies.
no, that's Jordan.
Jesus.
Jace
So many J's and
I know.
M's.
He also doesn't have much of a personality. He's pretty quiet, but he's the one that like they're having intimacy issues because he like wants to have sex, but
Gay.
she is unable to. Mikayla.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because
Because she has a health problem.
she has health problems, and then also she is like overcoming the trauma from like when she was younger and stuff too. So it's like the double thing.
I think that one, it's like, men, you need to like suck it up while they work through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can go.
He is, at least to his benefit, he
Yes.
is. Yeah. Michaela's the one that said that maybe they should separate because while she kind of figures it out. So, but the guy is, I think she was 16 and he was.
Yes.
Right. What was he, 20 or something when they are 21?
I want to say, like 21 at
Yeah.
least.
So that's why I'm like, I don't know how to feel about Jace, but from what I saw this season, he was okay.
Okay.
But I don't know.
I forgot who that is, but I don't know. Wish them
I'm gonna
well.
print out a map. Like
we
a family
really do.
tree.
That's a good idea.
I'm gonna make
Jimmy made one.
So,
He
in
made like,
the-
was it
a
like
slide.
Jace Kirk you did? The one that
So
like,
I'll
Charlie-
make one here so I can point to you
We
who
need to-
we're
Yes,
talking about.
Can you send me the high res, Jimmy? I'll put it on a mixed tile. I'll put it right behind.
Because Jimmy doesn't watch, so, but he's been researching. I will give him that. But when I was like, okay, I'm like, usually I give him links to footage or photos, whatever. But this time I was like, I need to label this all like in the drive so he knows. So I was like,
Yes.
Charlie Kirk one, the gay one.
Did you do it?
Yeah, I labeled it for
that's so
him.
funny.
Yeah,
That was good.
So he could know based on like how we bring them up. So I'll have to put
It's
like
confusing.
Zacto. It is a
Zacto.
lot. Yeah.
I watch it and I really just don't know any of them. Except for Dakota. Why? Because Dakota's the worst. And I will stand by that. Dakota is the
and
worst.
Connor for being the best.
Yes,
Yeah.
Connor the best easily. Dakota,
Yeah.
you suck. And nobody wants to see you on the next season. So take note of that, Mormon Wives. If they do come back, we can, not
We
include
kind of need a
Dakota.
fresh start, I fear. I think
Yes.
we're going to have to take the girls who want to move to LA,
spin off.
put Aspen in there, and then give us something. Because it's like, I don't know
I love
how we
that.
can deal. How is Mom Talk going to recover from this? I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
don't
been a
know either.
mess. But anyway, all that to say, Mikayla Nogueira, I was mad because I really was thinking, like, maybe she can be the Bachelorette. But now she's confirmed who her new boyfriend is and everything.
real?
So, yeah, she's... Do you remember that TikTok she did last year where she's like, I went back and I saw a friend from high school and it made me realize that, like, I don't want to live the influencer life anymore.
Oh, no. First of all, that
Oh,
was
it
a
was a
crazy
guy?
accent that you went into. That was like Newsies from the 1920s.
That friend was a guy? Was it a man?
We didn't know at the time, but this was the guy she's seeing now. And also, because people have investigated.
I did see the twins.
Yes, with the twins. Shout out to whoever was bored enough to go investigate Mikayla Nogueira's story times.
I don't know if we should shout those people out. That scares me. Like, what are you doing?
That is
so
hilarious
psychos.
to me.
No, I think it's a little psychotic because he's like private.
It's crazy, but it's hilarious. To me,
She gives a lot of clues.
As a passerby, yeah. And she's the one that did the story time. Story time when I dated one twin and he pissed me off, so I dated his other twin. And it's
you know the lore.
So that is kind of funny to me. Anyway, she did confirm she's dating one of the twins, her old high school sweetheart. And she said that she's not going to divulge too much information.
I feel like we got a lot.
I feel like we know all
we know
the tea.
everything.
Yeah.
We know everything about this person.
She's like, I'm going to keep it pretty private, but you guys are right.
I have such a soft spot for her. I'm like, girl, you share whatever you want to share. But you could say you're private.
It's so wild to me. But then I was like, damn, I really could have seen her as a bachelorette. And I would have honestly, me being the Nick Vial, telling ABC to cast Mikayla Nogueira.
Well, you have it on record here if she gets casted. She's in LA this week for the Hannah Montana premiere. So Get Ready With Me. Everyone is kind of gagged. It is tonight, the Hannah Montana premiere. I did get an invite. I cannot go tonight. I did get an invite. It's big. It's at I guess I can say it's already passed at the Grauman's Theater. I was like, okay.
That's huge, yeah.
And it's just like a reunion special. It's not even like a movie or TV or anything.
I know. She's performing 3 songs. She is releasing a new song. I believe it's Hannah Montana, maybe. I believe. It's like a new Hannah Montana song, like a single that she's releasing.
So is she going to do a reboot? What is this all?
Just a retrospect, if you will. Just paying homage. She re-recorded Best of Both Worlds, a la like Taylor's version. We got Best of Both Worlds, Miley's version, I assume. And it's like just a little bit of a retrospective, going back to the set and stuff. And she's in full Hannah wardrobe. I kind of live for it. I forgot how much I live for Hannah Montana. Yeah,
they did. When I texted you a while ago, they did invite us to the set, but it was like the same day.
Yeah,
and it was to go see the set, and Miley wasn't going to be there or anything like that. And I was like, I wanted to go because Tana went, and she brought some friends that liked Hannah Montana, or like one of her really close friends liked it. And I would have gone just like had brought you, but it was like the day of, and I was like, I don't know if I can do it. But everyone is like very emotional about this. I'm so not in the Hannah Montana world, but like MIKAYLA, I want to say Brianna Chicken Fry. I don't know, maybe it wasn't Brianna, but I feel like there's so many Tana like. They're like emotional about this. Like I know Tana's coming back tonight to go to the premiere. Like people are really like crying over this. Like what's the big deal? But like tell me. I don't know. I'm not trying to be like, what's the big deal? I want to know why.
I think it's just like kind of paying respects to the character in the show because it did like raise so many people and it was such like a pivotal part of like so many kids' childhood.
But what was it about the show? Was there something?
I think it's like the concept of it being like the show about a girl trying to juggle like both things, but also like the music, because the music was like it was good kid music. Like it was pop bangers for sure, but also like the lyrics were very much like, who said you can't be anything you want to be? Like, this is a life. Like, be grateful for what you have. Like, love your family. Cherish these moments as you
What's
go
the Love
through.
Your Family song? What's that one? How's it go? I'm ready.
Butterfly, fly away. Spread your wings as you can't stay. Make you take those dreams and make them all come true. Basically, it was like her having to,
fly
go
away.
out. Yeah, from when
Billy Ray.
kids leave, fly from the nest is kind of that vibe.
Did you ever see the interview? She was young. She was like maybe, I don't know, when it probably first started because she looked really young in it, where she's interviewing her dad. No. You haven't seen it? And she's like, what's the best part about doing this show? And he's like, getting to it with my daughter. She's like, what's the worst part about doing the show? He's like, getting to do it with my daughter. Is something like weird? It was very weird. And she like looks at the camera just like scared. He's a little off, huh? Billy Ray, a little bit.
So yeah, I'm surprised she filmed with him for the special.
She did?
Yeah, because they kind of had a strange relationship a little bit, but he did come back to film a little something on the special.
Are you happy about that? As a fan?
I never really cared for Billy Ray. Like, I remember it was a big deal when the show was announced because like my mom was a Billy Ray Cyrus fan, so it kind of like helped I was like, Mom, look, like this new Disney show, and he's in it.
Yeah.
You know him? And she liked him, so like we'd watch it together because of that.
That's cool.
So it kind of was like a generational gap, I guess. So that element is cool, but I never really cared about the mullet song or anything of that.
What's the mullet song?
I want my mullet back. He always made references to that song in his mullet.
He had one. He had one shot.
Yeah.
And he kept going. I do like when people have that one song and they're gonna just like write it forever. Yeah. Like I will sing the song for the rest of my life.
Yeah. That's something.
So you went okay, but the boy isn't back. The brother Jackson.
I think they're all back. I would assume the only one is like maybe Mitchell Musso because I think he has some allegations or something. But the whole cast is supposed to be there tonight. I guess we'll see.
I think Billy Ray Cyrus has some allegations.
Oh yeah, with his ex,
like Firestarter.
Yes. So that's the whole thing.
I mean, people do pick and choose who we care about allegations from. But all right, this is the one Alex Cooper's hosting.
Yeah.
I saw the wand. I saw her recreating the wand thing.
Oh, yeah.
Hannah Montana. Miley as Hannah. I like that people are into it. I like when people get really, like, Michaela's flying from Boston for this. You know, I like when people are really passionate. Tana, too, she gets really emotional talking about it. And that's why I genuinely want to know, and I didn't want to ask her, I'd be like, why? But, like, I just, like, I know she gets emotional. She's like, you know, it's, like, the reason I wanted to, like, you know, do YouTube and, like, leave Vegas and, like, start my own thing. Like, she was really inspired by it. So I'm like, maybe I need to watch the show. Maybe I need to get inspired.
Maybe the kids would like. I mean, maybe they're too young actually. But the music is good. Yeah. Like if you played the little music videos, I feel like they would like it because it's like cute music. It's like I don't know, it's wholesome. It's like a vibe. Yeah, and I still be listening to those songs when I need a little like pick me up just to vibe, and they still hit.
Okay. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I'm past it, but maybe when my kids are older, I'll be like, let's watch this show.
It's pretty good. I haven't actually gone back to watch it in a long time, but I was seated for every damn episode back.
But what are they going to show at Grauman's tonight? Just the interview?
It's the premiere. So yeah, they'll play the special. Miley goes back to like the original set, and then she'd like, I don't know. It's like a retrospective, a look back.
Are you guys going? Is your work going?
Yes, Denny Director will be there. I should actually let him know to interview Mikayla. I wrote influencer questions.
The way your eyes have started. Like,
I know, it's like, wait, right Jenny, emergency. Mikayla Nogueira is going to be there. We need, forget Miley. We need 20 questions. An exclusive 30-minute interview with Mikayla. Like, say, girl, let Miley walk on by. Mikayla is where it's at.
I almost said yes just to see if they'd let me host the carpet. Because sometimes when I say yes to a premiere, like, actually, do you want to host it? Yeah. Always happens. Like Wicked, and the moment was just an invite, and then they're like, you want to? So I almost did for that. But I really can't go. Otherwise, I thought maybe because everyone is very gagged to go. I feel like it's going to be a big one tonight because like every influencer I know.
Yeah, everyone's been getting the suitcases with all the PR in there.
I haven't seen the suitcases.
It's like an away suitcase with like Hannah Montana merch in there and like a script or something.
Can you send us one so I can give it to Oscar or send it to Oscar? Because I really wanted to do something with it because of you. It's like literally both days I like could not, and I was like, oh man. And I know you like. Do you like love Hannah or not that much? You don't.
I loved Hannah Montana. I don't have the visceral response that like Tana Mojo or Mikayla had. Like I loved it. Like if I wanted to go, I could have asked E.T. Like you know, like
you're not that invested then.
I'm invested. Like I'm excited, but I'm not like crying and shaking over it. Like I think. I mean, it was such a huge part of like my teens. I'm trying to think what would really gag me. I mean, the last thing I was like told my work I needed to go to was like Olivia Rodrigo. I feel like it's like the current stuff. I think my hyperfixations now are just, they take over so much that like I can't afford to really
you're not into
go
nostalgia.
back.
I love a nostalgia of it all.
I do, but I'm very invested in the present pop girls. Like my client roster right now, I'm very invested in. Whitney is the newest addition.
Chicago is playing on Monday nights. Usually Broadway's closed on Monday nights. I mean, they're for literally less than 24 hours in New York, but I'm like, I might be able to make it to a Monday night showing.
I think you gotta go. And that would be the one where I'm like, if you don't get a damn video message from my queen, Whitney, okay, we're gonna make it happen. Who I've only known for 1 week, but I adore and would die for.
No, I love her. I went back. I was like, can we get her on the pod? Can we get her on the pod? And she's busy being.
I think she's so stunning. Damn, that bob she had in season 1 was crazy, but we've come a long way, Whitney, and you look amazing now.
She does. That bob was crazy.
That bob was crazy. The little flip was nuts.
If I interview her, I'm gonna get that wig. It's crazy, but I liked it. It was different.
I need you
You
to
know
cosplay that.
that was everything. Her little flip.
It did make her stand out, but
They should put her in the center next season because I'm so tired of Taylor being in the center.
I do not think she's coming back. I really don't.
Really?
Yeah.
No, she had to be filming now. She's like in New York,
I
and
don't know.
she needs that book deal. Her movie's coming out.
She commented on someone's TikTok or whatever, like Whitney needs her own spinoff or something to document her life in New York, and she left eye emojis.
So that's probably happening. Oh, she's getting her own show.
Maybe.
I would watch it.
I would watch it
I don't
too.
think I would watch anyone else's own spinoff. I would watch hers. It's hard though because like you said earlier, is like we love the redemption arc, but it is hard, I think, right? Because okay, like thinking about this last season, then we'll move on from Mormonites. We talked so much about it, but like last season too, they only had Dancing with the Stars for such a little part of it, and everything around it was just drama. So like I get what you mean with that, where it's like we do want to see it. I'm trying to think of a reality show where it's just like happy and like no drama, like because reality TV, I know what you're saying, like in general wants that drama. So
I do like drama, but like the friend group itself, like the interdynamics of like supporting each other and everything, like that's the kind of drama. When it gets too real and too toxic, like it just becomes draining. Like towards the end when she was still like going back to Dakota, and when again her eyes, like there's a switch that flips when Dakota triggers her by going to like the two people that would really piss her off if he got with, like there's such a switch and it just becomes so dark that I'm like, oh, this is like really not enjoyable. Yeah. But I love when it's like we're fighting the dad talks. I like when Whitney's going off on Jen. Like I was waiting the whole season for Whitney to snap on Jen. Like I was so excited for that.
That was reactive when Jen was like, "See, you're the one screaming." It's like, you just pushed. Anyways. I'm ready for those books. Get the memoirs. I'm sure they do. Memoirs do take a long time, like publishing all that stuff like that. It does take, even when the manuscript's done, it's like another like 6 months. So I guess Macy, is that the first one?
Yeah. Macy's is out. I would read a book from just about anyone, to be honest. I do kind of want to get Macy's. Her sounds good. I feel like they all got tales to tell, though.
Yeah. We're here for all of them.
The other big drama over the weekend was the Chappell Roan versus the 11-year-old in Brazil.
I know, but like, did you see the Chappell Roan? I'm like, that's all that's been my entire Twitter. Like, that's all that it's. This also has a lot of ups. There's so much. There's always new developments with this too.
Yeah, so many plot twists with this too.
People also very divisive. This was a very big weekend for just people really being 10 toes down on one side or the other.
Yeah, no common ground.
No common ground, but I think there's more hate for Chappell Roan than there is for Taylor and Dakota combined. I think this hate train has never been, it's a freight train. It is trying to take her down, demolish in every single way.
It's wild, yeah. I guess in case you missed it somehow, over the weekend, soccer player, oh God, I'm going to pronounce his name wrong. I'm so sorry, but Jorginho, accused Chappell Roan of mistreating his 11-year-old daughter, who was in Brazil to see Chappell perform at a music festival in Lollapalooza in Sao Paulo.
Looked insane, by the way. Wish I wasn't invited to perform here. Addison Rae performing Diet Pepsi in front of
I
people.
know. Okay. The lineup was Gagatronda. You had Chappell, Olivia Rodrigo, Cat's Eye, Addison Rae. Mama, that is a place for legends. That was it,
yes.
Obrigado, Brazil. That was fierce. And so wild because, it is also Jude Law's biological daughter as well, which is the craziest part. Yeah, so basically this 11-year-old is a Nepo baby. So like that's kind of the gag, because I don't think it would have been a big deal. Obviously, as a soccer player, he has a big Jorginho has a big platform, but then when people realized it was also Jude Law's daughter too, that adds like a whole element.
But he said biological, so it doesn't mean he's estranged.
No, he has kids with a lot of different wives.
I looked it up. He has like 7 kids.
Yes, but I think he talks well about all of them as if he still has a good relationship with them. So I think from what I've read, he still is a co-parents with Jorginho pretty well from what I read. But yeah, so he blasted Chappell on Instagram stories, really aired it all out, said, "This morning my daughter woke up incredibly excited. She even made a sign because she was so happy to see an artist she really admires or used to admire. By coincidence, my wife and daughter are staying at the same hotel as this artist. During breakfast, the artist walked past their table. My daughter, like any child, recognized her, got excited, and just wanted to make sure it was really her. And the worst part is she didn't even approach her. She simply walked past the table, looked to confirm it was her, smiled, and went back to sit with her mom. She didn't say anything, didn't ask for anything. What happened next was completely disproportionate. And he said a large security guard approached the table and threatened to report her, the mom and her daughter for being disrespectful. So that was the gag.
Did he Chappell Roan, or how do people know it was her?
He said Chappell Roan.
Oh, he did. I said that the artist.
Yeah. He ended by addressing Chappell directly. And he said and told her, without your fans, you would be nothing. And to the fans, she does not deserve your affection. At Chappell Roan.
Okay. Kind of wild, right?
Yeah. I mean, see, instantly I was like, oh, I'm a Chappell Roan defender, 10 toes down.
Yes.
Every time she's had a little, scuffle with anyone who is just like invading her space, whatever, I've always been on her side because she deserves to be setting boundaries. Also, quick sidebar, the one that we defended her against last time, the guy in, I believe, Paris.
Yes.
He's like a serial harasser because then he just did it to Rosalia, and Rosalia couldn't get away from him. So I do stand with her on that when she like filmed him or whatever.
Moses saw that too, that he was doing it to multiple people over there, and they just don't leave them alone all day long. Like
literal following, stalking them, harassing them.
And people are just like, no, you gotta like leave us alone, and they just don't. Yes.
So I don't blame her for the last time. When I read this one, I was like, oh girl, I don't know what I can say about this. Like if it's an 11-year-old, like if that actually happened. Because also, like, I remember being so young and being, like, a stan of everyone and being so excited. Like, whatever, Ashley Tisdale with the mom drama, whatever. But when I met Ashley Tisdale at, like, 14 years old, and she was, like, very, at least cordial and, and nice, like, that made my whole life. Like, I was so happy. It was the best experience ever. And I was thinking, like, if she was nasty to me, oh, my God, I don't think I ever would have gotten over it. Kendall Jenner... When I saw her at the Nordstrom, she kind of gave me a look, and I haven't forgotten about that. And
what was the look? And how old were you?
I passed her. I was in high school. She was also... Oh, she's younger than me. Yeah, so I was maybe a sophomore, so maybe she was... Actually, no, I was a junior, so maybe she was a freshman. And she just gave me... I think she thought I was, like, trying to...
Hit on her?
Yeah. Like, I walked past her to go... Because she was in the shoe section. The men's department is behind the women's shoe section. So I passed her, but I think she thought I was, like, trying to... I don't know... talk to her or something.
Second glance at
her. So
her.
she gave me like a weird look, and I never forgot it. So if I was this 11-year-old who was a stan, like literally made a sign, there was photos of her like at the festival for other artists, I'm like, that would have like devastated me.
I think it's to this day, my huge fear of rejection stems from me I was 8 years old when I was told by a celebrity's security to get the out of here at a hotel. And my dad, we were eating breakfast at the hotel.
No.
It was up in Oakland when it was the Oakland A's. Are they still there? And we love the Cleveland Indians. I guess he's not really like a celebrity. His name was Albert Bell. And he was having breakfast with Tony Pena. And like, I was like 8. And so my dad would send me to go get these balls signed by baseball players. And like, baseball players are notorious for like, if you go up to them, like they're always going to sign for a kid. This was at the hotel during breakfast.
This is
but
shocking.
I know. And when I heard the story, I was kind of like, but I just remember sobbing. I didn't know Albert Bell. Like, I did not know Tony Pena. I guess he was like the catcher or something for the Indians at the time. This is like in the 90s, like 95. I didn't know, but I just remember being like sobbing because the security guard was like intimidating. Obviously, we went up and they just like block you, kind of like Bluey, where they're just like, block, get the out of here. And I remember being like 8, like not even knowing. I was like crying, sobbing. And I couldn't even like tell my dad what happened. He was like right there because we were having breakfast and stuff, but like it was so traumatic, and after, like, it's weird because, like, I hated rejection, and then when I heard the story, like, it triggered that. I was like, that should be a memoir. I was like, wait, that happened to me. Like, that's so weird. I know that sounds like crazy, but it did, and I was just like, that same thing happened to me, and it was at the hotel, and we would stay, I guess, I don't know if this is like to their defense or whatever, we would stay at hotels, like the fanciest hotels in town, knowing that the baseball players would stay there. So they're coming from Cleveland to Oakland, right? So my dad would put us at the fancy hotels because he knew the baseball players were there, so the chances of running into them at the elevators was like high. And same thing, like Cleveland, there's only one fancy one, the Ritz Hotel. So if you want to see basketball players, they're going to stay at the Ritz. So we'd always like do this little thing to meet them. So I guess to like this little girl too, she was there to meet celebrities because she had one with like Louis Capaldi and stuff. And
I think the gag is like that's where the rich people stay, and her family's rich. So
right. Oh, yeah. So you don't think it was to see the artist there?
I think she would like genuinely like
they just stayed at the same hotel because they're both of the same status.
Yeah, exactly.
But she had a sign, you said.
She made a sign for the
for the
concert.
show, to bring to the show.
Oh, I see. So you're like, oh, right, okay. So right, they just like
Yeah.
a fancy hotel and they just happen to be there. All right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I that's why like I can't imagine how traumatic that is. Like I think
Yeah.
of course like obviously boundaries and everything, but I think when it's a kid, like an overly
Yes.
excited kid, you kind of have to like throw all that out the
Well,
window.
back to the Bluey thing too. It's like our 1.5-year-old like Elvis running up to Bluey and then the security like putting his hands up to like so that she would run into his arm and she like fell down. Like, yes, boundaries, right? Because they're not supposed to go up to Bluey right away, but there is like ways of being like, hey, like, I don't know, stay back without having to like, you know, put your arms out, whatever. I think kids is like, it's you handle them differently, the tactics of it all.
Agree, yeah.
Yeah. And but also to Albert Bell's credit, maybe he didn't know his security was like, no, get you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
maybe he didn't. Maybe there's a thing that say if there's a fan that comes up, just always say this. Who knows? But there could be a chance maybe they don't know how they're reacting. Anyways, I had a lot to think about this too. I was like, oh my God. And I was with you too as the original where I'm just like, Chapel, we can't keep defending. But then mine's kind of switched too with the updates.
Yeah, after that, she posted to her Instagram stories and she said, I didn't even see a woman and a child. No one came up to me. No one bothered me. I was just sitting at breakfast at my hotel. I did not ask my security guard to go up and talk to this mother and child. They did not come up to me. They weren't doing anything. It's unfair for security to just assume someone doesn't have good intentions when they have no reason to believe because there's no action even taken. And she did apologize and say, I am so sorry to the mother and child that someone was assuming that you would do something. And if you felt uncomfortable, that makes me really sad. You did not deserve that.
This was the one where she's saying about with no makeup.
Yes.
People did not like this response.
People did not like it at all.
She gets like the Whitney Levitt treatment a little bit in this way where people be like, wow, so smug even in this. Ugh, get up. Why are you laying down for this? Like people really just do want to like hate to hate. They're like, this is not enough, you know?
Yeah, like it kind of made sense to me. Like her statement, like I could see the security just being like over the top. But I will say they probably had the directive too. It was like she's very strict about like the boundaries, so make sure. Again, maybe it's not coming for her specifically, but they were probably told to make sure you're on your A game. Like, do not let anyone, you know, come out and get too close or whatever. So I could see that, and also the security guard just taking it too far. So yeah, there is a good chance she didn't know about it. To be honest, if I was her, I would go straight up to that hotel, the front desk. I'd be like, give me the security tapes from this past Saturday because I need to clear my damn name. Because there's just a lot of people who are not going to believe her that she didn't know, or it wasn't her personal security, that she didn't know, she didn't see the 11-year-old girl. I would literally be like, show me the security tape of me eating my breakfast and not seeing this 11-year-old girl walk by and tell that man to go yell at her. Because now people keep circulating this clip of her in an airport on TikTok last month where someone's filming her in the airport. She sees them film her and she points them and then the security guard looks right at them and goes to them. So people are using that to kind of show how she talks to her security.
Oh, do you think she told him to tell him to stop filming?
I think she pointed him out. Yeah, because she sees him. She looks right at the camera and points to him. And then the security guard kind of stands in front of her and kind of blocks the camera. I will say when I went to Misha Spice's Halloween party, her security guard was there. And he was actually very nice. So I don't know. I don't doubt it was the same one. Like this was her personal one at the Halloween party. And like Chapel wanted to go onto like the dance floor with like 200 people were there. Like you couldn't even freaking move, but she was saying hi to someone. And the security guard was just like, excuse me. And like guiding her through. And it was a whole bunch of drunk adults in crazy wigs and costumes.
Yeah.
And he was actually nice, so I will say that at least. But
I feel like the price of fame is hard. Like I think like people love to like clown her or whatever. But that is hard. Like you just want to go on the dance floor, and it's like obviously like you said he was being nice in that situation, but it is hard. Like you just can't go do things like really.
And that's why I would think, because also Chapel's usually pretty good with kids, so I wouldn't think that she would specifically point out this one 11-year-old.
Yeah.
I feel like probably security was acting on her behalf, but she did kind of say it wasn't her personal security or someone who was with her. It was like the hotel security is what she thinks. But then the mom of the 11-year-old girl posted a response to Chapel's response.
I know, so many.
And she said on her Instagram that I know that Chapel has responded saying that it wasn't her security and that she didn't do it. So 100% this security guard was not a security guard of the hotel. That's what I can say. He looks after artists. I don't know if it was her personal security guard, but he was with her. So that's all I know. Did she send him to do it? Again, I don't know. Look, I would like to hope not, but at the same time, I think you have a responsibility when you are a celebrity to make sure that the people that work for you and act on your behalf are acting on your behalf. So would he do that if he didn't have her authority to do so? I don't know. If he does, then obviously that's a big problem because then he's representing her in a way that she doesn't want to be represented, which I think is a fair point.
That's very true. That happened one time at one of my meet and greets. There was someone being so awful to people, like literally shoving them. They'd be like, "Hi, Trish, get out, move, get, go." Like they'd be so awful. And like, yeah, you don't know what to do in that moment. But then like halfway through, we're like, we have to tell them like, you have to stop. Like you have to go away because that's like insane. Like the way, that's true. But Chappell is saying. He wasn't even with her. It was like hotel security.
Yeah, so she was saying it wasn't her personal security, that it was hotel security, and then Kat, who was the mom who was there with the 11-year-old girl, said that she knows for sure it wasn't the hotel security, but someone who's like assigned to
could be from the event.
Artist. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
So was she denying? Did the mom say that they were looking for Chappell, or did she say they were not?
She said they were not. Basically, what her telling of events is that they were walking to breakfast. She saw a girl with red hair like walk past her, and the girl went, "Mom, I think that was Chappell." And then she like walked back to see if it was her, saw her, and then came back. And she was like, she knows very well because her dad is Jude Law. Like she knows very much about like boundaries. Like we raised her specifically to like not invade anyone's personal space. Like she even told the security guard when the security guard come to yell at her, she was like, "No, like her father is very well known. Like she deals with this stuff all the time. Like she knows better than to do anything," as he was like going off on her.
But she did get a photo with Louis Capaldi.
Yeah, but I think it was like a consensual thing.
That's what I'm saying. But don't you think like she goes, "Oh, they know boundaries," which I'm not saying it's like a boundary to ask someone for a photo. I ask people for photos. Like I don't think it's a bad thing. But she seemed to be wanting photos with celebrities.
Oh, she like literally. It is funny because now all the stuff comes up. People were acting as if something terrible happened to her. It was like a in memoriam or something. But it was like, look at her so excited. Sabrina Carpenter. And then on Christmas Day, she opened up the Life of a Showgirl album. So this 11-year-old just has taste and she loves the pop girls. And I guess Louis Capaldi as well. I guess Tana loves
So
him,
I think it's fair to say she probably like, I guess no one said she ever asked for a picture. So I guess there was no boundary other than all that we have heard is that she like crossed double time and like that's Chappell. Chappell obviously didn't hear that. The mom was saying that's what they did.
Yeah.
She never asked for a photo.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even that. Look, I think too, like at the end of the day, it's like it's a child. I mean, the way Chappell tells it, right, is nothing even happened. She had no idea what's happening. So it's like that. I believe her, right? The way the mom tells it is like, yeah, I mean, I guess that's like, that is sad. And obviously been a victim of a celebrity's security guard yelling at me. It is awful. And as a kid, you feel everything so much more. So I guess we can confirm that there was a security guard that yelled. We just don't know if it's Chappell's or the hotels or the events.
And
that's
she
sad.
Told them to go do it. I believe that she wouldn't do that.
I don't think so
She has been good
either.
with kids like in the past at other things.
Yeah. She's
Also, from the sound of it, she didn't see the girl, and it makes sense because
Right.
you know, like a little kid, it's not something in her periphery that she would understand. But also the way kids behave, like the kid would kind of like, you know, walk, being hesitant. So a security guard will notice this kid is not going to get food and back. They're just walking around spying on her, trying to get a glimpse to see if it's her or not. At the same time, Chappell could be with her back to her. She could not even know she's there. But the security guard will see like, oh, she's acting a little suspicious, and then go and say something.
Yeah, I believe that.
So
I think that's probably more it because
what I noticed is that there's definitely like a hate campaign against Chappell.
for sure.
Since she left her last, agency, wherever it was.
OT, yeah.
There's definitely something going on,
God, people really just don't. Oh God, there's a TikToker I follow. I think his name is Horace. I might be getting it wrong. I love his takes on things, and he had said that too. He's like, I truly feel like Chappell was always meant to be like an indie artist. Like she wanted it for that way, right? Kind of like he was mentioning like a Slater, like a gay pop.
I told my friend that.
Yeah, where she truly maybe did not want this life of being a pop girly, like a Sabrina Carpenter and stuff like that. That she was always meant to be kind of like more like low key indie, whatever. So I think that's where it is because people are like, she does not deserve this fame or whatever. And it's like, I think she just like doesn't handle it. Like a lot of people handle it well, and she just doesn't want that part of being an artist. And I think that's fair. I think it's just like she is so popular and so massive, so she's like thrusted into the same category as like a Sabrina or like a Kim Kardashian who handles paparazzi and fame very well and stuff. I think she's just not comfortable with it. And I think it's okay. Yeah, but I agree with you. People do just love to hate. Like when she did that video, they're like, wow, smug, arrogant. Look at her lying down. Like, just like smiling, smirking. Like it's just like she can not do anything right. Like, even the paparazzi in Paris that harassed everybody else, and everybody else was like, leave me alone. You're so
That's
annoying.
true. Literally the week before Dua Lipa, like,
yes.
went off on the same people and like nothing.
Went
but...
off, and she's just
And
like,
they're
yeah.
not showing the person. You know what I mean? They're just showing her. Like, if they show the other person and you see that it's not a fan and it's just a solicitor trying to harass her.
Yeah.
You know, but nobody showed the full picture of what happened. So it was.
No, there's
the
a hate
intention
campaign.
was to. But again, I think Chappell should take a page from Kate Bush's book, because that's what happened to Kate Bush when she was famous. And then very early on, she was like, I'm opening my own record label. I'm making my own music on my terms. I'm touring when I want to tour, the way I want to tour. And she just completely disengaged from the world.
Yeah.
And she was unavailable to anyone unless she wanted to be. And that was it. That she was focused on making music, and she made lots of music. But
More mysterious.
you
Yeah,
can
I
choose
don't
your own
know.
path, like the way you want to be famous.
People won't let her. I feel like it's hard. I don't know. It's so hard. I don't know. I'm not there. I feel for her. I also feel for that kid. Obviously, I've been through that trauma. Like, it really did traumatize me. And I feel like I was just like, never again approaching anybody. I will never ask anyone to hang out. I'll never text first. I'll never will. Like, I really do think it stems from that incident. Someone I didn't even care about. But
I wish that we saw the space that it happened.
Yeah,
you know, like, because if Chappell would hear the security guard talking to this girl, and apparently from what the parent said, the girl was crying.
oh,
I'm sure Chappell would have been like, what's going on? Or go to
It's
the girl.
okay.
Because we've seen a lot of celebrities
Yeah.
like stop the security, going to the person,
Oh,
having
yeah.
a conversation with them, and basically de-escalating the situation. So that's what's odd to me, is like, how big was the room? How far was she? Where was the security?
CCTV. You need to get that
I
footage.
know. Like, we
yeah.
got that security tape.
We need to
That's-
see more.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, because I saw one of LeBron. He was like walking past. I don't know, just going through, and there's like kids, whatever. There was a kid yelling, LeBron, sign this, whatever. And the dad's like, say please, and he's like, please, and then LeBron stops and comes back. And I was like, oh, that's so good. Everybody with kids. I don't think there's one person that's like you to kids. Like, if a kid's crying, they're like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think anybody.
Trixie Mattel actually tweeted that she wouldn't stop for kids.
After this incident?
Well, she did it back in 2020, and then she retweeted it and was like, still true.
So funny. And you know what?
Everyone has their back.
Everyone
At least we know.
And we know that. I always know that. Like, I follow Trixie, whatever, and it's like, you just know she doesn't like kids. So, like, why would you? Yeah, I don't know.
It cracks
That's
me
so
up.
funny. I also don't believe it. I also feel like if a kid came up to Trixie,
True.
I feel like she might. Although the hotel is no kids allowed at the Trixie Motel, which makes sense. It is in Palm Springs, but it's funny. Yeah, she just can't catch a break. But I feel sad for the kid.
I kind of wish she like just, especially because it's a kid of famous parents. Like, I was kind of like, why didn't you should reach out to Jude Law, be like, can I, I didn't know that was happening. Can I do something to, make her feel a little bit better? Invite her to another show or
I
something.
see.
That's kind of like the Taylor Swift School of PR. Is I feel like that's what she would do. She would just like, if she knew something like that happened, she would somehow fly out that little kid to wherever she's at, do a little photo, post it on her Instagram story, and like, look, see, I didn't know it was happening. I made it up. To this
Yeah,
kid.
you should. We always did that all the time in venues. Like, if there was somebody who, like, in the like the disabled thing, if there was like a blockage or whatever, and they're like, I was like disabled, and we always tried to make sure they came to like another show if they couldn't see or something like that. Like, you kind of have to. It's easy to do too when you have like people to help you. You just can facilitate
Yeah.
like a meet and greet. Ugh. Early on, those blurry meet and greet photos, I like this one person. I think I can say it now. I feel like enough times past, and he's been so sweet. There was one photo that was just, oh my God, was so, and I couldn't even talk about it because I was like so embarrassed, and like he was so sweet. He ended up coming to like 2 more shows, but it was blurry. It was early on in the tour, and we're like, luckily Naz is the photographer now for always meet and greet photos, right? And meet and greet photos, you pay money, you want a nice photo. They were a little diabolical at the beginning, but one was so blurry and so like not visible that they AI'd my face.
I forgot about that.
Did I show you it?
You showed it to me. Yeah, it was great.
I need to find this photo. It was, I mean, my teeth are separated. Like, it was so
It
scary.
looked like a different person.
Oh my God. I was so scared. I was livid. I was like, what? This is after like we tried to get a new person in there. This was like the second week, and I was just like, what the is this? So what is this? And it's on the public website where everyone that meet and greets can see. So I'm just like, this is so embarrassing. Shout out Danielle Perez, who was like, not only number one fan and friend, he's also really like, he should be manager because he's on it, and Naz too. But he's like, it was so scary. Then the kid was so sweet. He came solo and he was like so sweet, and he's like, it's fine, like it's okay. So anyways, we obviously like flew him to another meet and greet because I was like, that's so insane. But like at the very least, I'm like, come see a show, and like forever he can always have meet and greets because I'm like, that was so diabolical, and it's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing, and even if it's not your fault, like obviously that is not my fault. That was a whole other thing, but you know, you are the face.
Yeah,
and you just gotta.
That's kind of how it is.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately, like that's a reflection on you. That's kind of what like her mom was saying too. Like, if they honestly, it's a representation of you. So, what are you gonna do? You know,
maybe she will. Maybe she'll bring it to
I
a
hope
show.
so.
I think it's a little weird of the dad, the initial one, because at the end of the day, like it does suck. I think it got blown out of proportion. I think it's like, what did? I'm trying to think if that would happen. I'm trying to put it in my perspective, like with our kids. Like if it happened, would I blast it?
He is a celebrity, and when celebrities like are in the same space, there's a certain etiquette. Like to him, what she did is very, very hurtful, and because he's at the same level as her.
But are you saying he's in the right to blast, or he shouldn't have blasted it? He should have been like.
I understand his emotions because it hurts even more when he feels like we're colleagues, we're celebrities, we're in the same space. This is my kid. You could have a kid that will be my fan. Like we don't do this to each other. Like to him, it was a bigger slap in the face than if it was a random person on the street.
But I feel
rude.
like in the past couple months we were like slighted by an influencer, and it's like my initial instinct was like it wouldn't be to like talk about it. In fact, it's the opposite because we're like mutuals of like influencers. It's like you just don't talk about it. Like I was like bummed, and like what happened was like annoying and like bad energy, but it's like my first thing wouldn't be like, let me blast this, because it was embarrassing and it was awful, but I was like, I don't need to blast
What if
it.
they flew across the country to go? Not even. I think I forget where they're from, but they flew to Brazil just for Lollapalooza, and she
they don't live in Brazil.
That was her Christmas present, was going to see Chapel at Lollapalooza. Like the build up.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was like her. She loves Chapel. That's what I'm saying. She loves like these girls. Like she is a stan.
I thought it was like they just happened to be in this hotel and walked past.
They were staying at the hotel for the show, but yeah, it was her Christmas present was getting tickets to Lollapalooza. Like that, they surprised her with that.
Who said all this? I didn't know this. This wasn't. Was this in the statement?
Her mom was saying it. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. To me, it's like I don't know. I'm kind of torn on it.
Like if you take your kids to Disneyland and they go there to see Mickey Mouse, and Mickey Mouse security
Bluey
knocks your kid and make them cry. Yeah, I would blast Disney and Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I would.
Don't
like,
say
I
that.
would.
We gotta be in good terms with that.
We gotta try to get
maybe Bluey Museum. Maybe the Bluey Museum. I guess we did. But it just makes it seem so much more serious. Maybe I'm in the wrong on this. I just think it's like so much more like it seems so like you said, everyone was doing like in memoriam, like just like, oh my gosh. Like,
it was a lot, yeah. I think I can't even fault him either, because I think again, if it was for me being slighted, I would probably wait a couple weeks and say it on here. But
this is
like,
what we do. I guess it's like what we do.
If it was, I think because it's like his daughter who's just like loves her so much.
That's true. If the security thing did happen, then maybe yes, because that is traumatizing. Okay, yeah, you're right. All right, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
All right, he did the right thing. What about Jude Law? Why isn't he saying anything? He has more reach. If he said something that might be out there, we need to know.
That's true, yeah.
What is his thoughts on this whole thing? Where is Jude Law? He like cheated and then went bald and like never heard from him again.
He did a movie kind of recently.
Did he?
Like last year. I forget. We interviewed him for something. I forget what. He did some kind of
He gives me Dakota Mortensen vibes where he's just like mid, cheats a lot, lost all the hair, got a hair transplant. Like it just like is giving nothing to me. I don't know why I'm but I just don't like it.
At least,
he was a cheater. That's why I was like, why am I cheating on him?
At least not abusive, right?
Right. I don't know.
At least I don't know either. I don't
Probably
know
not. Yes.
Law, but...
I just know he was awful to Sienna Miller and cheated with the nanny. And he sounds like a piece of shit to me. But maybe he's an okay dad. Maybe he's better. Maybe he's change and grow, which we're all about change and growth. Just like my memoir, I gotta get your report. You can change and you can grow. What would be the name of Taylor Frankie Paul's memoir?
That's a good question.
I don't know, but that meme of her holding the stool needs to stop. Have you seen this?
And all the TikTok comments?
Oh my God, who started this? Like, why are people so quick? Also, why do I laugh? Sometimes the internet is crazy. Even with Chapel Roan, there's so many memes of her, like, Chapel when the kid comes up, and it's just, like, people flinging kids in the air.
And everyone's anti-AI, but then the same people love to make these little AI memes. They're like, y'all gotta pick one. Y'all canceling Zara Larsson because she likes watching the AI fruit, but then you guys are running and making AI memes of Chapel yelling at a kid. So, like, which one is it? Like, poor Zara Larsson. Zara Larsson learning in real time. You can't really have a personality when you're a main pop girl. It's very sad.
You cannot.
Yeah, they were on her. I mean, she just said she laughed a little at the AI fruit drama, and everyone was so mad at her.
That's crazy because AI fruit drama is all I live for. It gives me peace. I'm promoting it again. Sorry.
Jesus.
People are so. You're right, Zara. I feel you. Damn. She said she lost a brand deal because of her. Did we cut that? We might have cut it from the last episode, but the
Oh yeah, she made a joke about a fan of hers getting an abortion, and then after that joke went viral, she lost a $3 million brand deal. $3 million is crazy.
You think she regrets it?
It doesn't sound like she does. She's kind of like a girl who stands in business.
I think you can say it. I think when you lose a $3 million deal, I think you might have to, because it's like. Yeah, whatever. People can think it's funny, not funny, whatever. There was the debate on that. But, like, you lost $3 million, though, because of just something you wanted to say. I don't know. It's not even, like, freedom of speech where it's something, like, so powerful. I guess in her mind, she thought maybe, like, I'm doing a pro-choice stance, but maybe, I don't know, whatever. But I think you have to regret losing $3 million. I regret, like, losing $300 deals. Like, $3 million's crazy. Like, that's crazy. But I guess one time in the past, you're just like, oh, I don't regret it because you can't do anything about it anyways.
Yeah, and also, like, someone like her, you also, like, know, influencers is harder, right? Because you never know, like, when it'll kind of dry up. But she's been performing for, like, 10 years, and at this point, she's only getting bigger and bigger. So I feel like with her, she at least knows there's always something around the corner. So
not always. I feel like there's some pop divas who definitely have Stacey Rico. She was that girl. She was like a Christian singer, then a pop star. You know what I mean? And then they... Sometimes,
yeah.
know?
I think with her, it's pretty safe for a couple years.
Well, you're a Zara stan. I mean, not that I'm not, but I'm just saying.
Me and Harry Daniels holding it down.
He was love. I love her. Oh, love the name. I love her. I saw that one where she's like holding her dancers, and then they lift her up, and she kicked, and someone else was holding the microphone to her.
Oh, Doja Cat just went viral for doing the Midnight Sun riff, and I think you should do it. So
what is it? How's it go? You do it first.
Okay. A never-ending midnight sun. A never-ending midnight sun.
Okay, what's it mean? Midnight sun. Okay, love it. Maybe I'll get on it. I'm busy tonight, but I might get on that.
I was like right now. I was trying to key up.
Oh, it's a midnight sun. It's a midnight sun.
Wow, she's really good.
Hey, Demi. Thank you. You know, Sunny with a Chance was good. That should come back. Right?
I love even the theme song. I love too. The Disney music at that era was so inspirational to me. Actually, so far so great. Get ready.
Is that Sunny with a Chance?
Having a dream is just the beginning. So far so great.
Is that the Sunny with a Chance theme song?
Yeah.
Isn't the one like, hey, Sunny? Hey,
That's Hey,
Sunny.
Jessie.
Ah.
That's the Debbie Ryan one.
She's queen too. I never watched that show, but I just like her. Sometimes I like people just for their memes. You know what I mean? She's so funny. She's such a meme queen. Right? Sometimes the memes are just like what make people.
Well.
My what do you meme pack? That is so true. I guess I don't see it. Like, I wish I could see my memes the way some people see them, like you. I can't. I wish I had the iconicness, and I can't. I would like to think, but I'm not up there yet. I'm not on that level. One day. It is funny how people just, like, find those old videos and just, I don't know, like the ones, like, laying on the kitchen floor. I reached out to that address that I used to live in, and no one responded. I really wanted to do videos there, but we're going to just, like, rebuild it. We're going to, like, create a set for one of the music videos. I don't know if it's going to be as, like, cool, though, but if you live at this place, we have a feeling like someone's like, it's vacant or something. I was like, why don't you just call the building? I'm like, I don't think you just call them and be like,
I think you can.
Can I rent out that apartment?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And ask what? Does someone live there?
Yeah, just inquire. Like, is this available? Maybe it's empty right now and it's between, you know.
I think they'll just let me go in there.
Yeah, they probably are like...
Money you pay to use the
Really?
space.
You think if I just called up the building, like, can I rent it for a day? They're like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, movies
No.
do that. They have scouts for
Okay.
permits
I'm gonna
for
do it.
filming.
Ugh, I hate it. See my rejection. Back to Albert Bell security guard.
If they are, then you give it to Andrew, the director, and he does all the work to get a permit to film, to pay, and all that stuff.
I'll hit him up after this. Text him. I really would love to. What if it's not the same anymore? You know, they always
They might have renovated a bit, but I still think that the atmosphere of the video should be like an old-fashioned YouTube video. So even if you do green screen and put yourself in that space,
Okay.
but kind of like low-res video.
Moses' vision for this music video and my vision are so different. And I love it. I love your ideas.
I just think that.
Oh, you should do a little contest. Like you do your version of the video, and then you do yours, and see which one does better.
That's interesting. No, like I'm not saying they're bad ideas. It's always just so far from my vision. I'm always just like,
Because you always want fancy, girly, shiny, but here there's like a story, like it's a
He wants,
20
like,
years of
thumbnails.
YouTube story, so it's like
he wants it to be a thumbnail.
yeah, my idea was like as like the thumbnails, she moves in them. That's why it's a green screen. But
I
as the
see the
titles
vision.
changes, the thing,
I see the
move-
vision.
right? It's like the evolution of.
I do see that vision. Yup.
I don't hate it. It's just so far from what I'm
No,
doing.
I
That's
get
why I'm always
that,
like,
of course, but I'm saying.
I like it, but not for me. Maybe one time. One time I had Andrew Valentine, who's also very creative. One time I had him pick the vision. I was like, because I'm very specific.
remember.
I do 5,000 references, and there's one time, and it was a music video. It's my only love song I did, like a love song. Usually when I like breakup songs, whatever, it was like a love song, and I remember I hated it. It was like we're like slaughtering a pig, like hanging, and there's like eating zombie brains, and I was like, nope, never again. And he's a gay, and I thought, oh, I can trust a gay to know what's, but nope, don't trust them all with this. And he is so talented. He made so many great films. Like he is so talented. That was diabolical and crazy. My one love song is like me like killing a pig. I was like, never again. It was so weird, and it was a time frame I hated. It was supposed to be like The Notebook, which I hate The Notebook. It was very awful. So I'm very particular, but not to say you're right. Maybe I should be more open minded. I try other people's visions.
You do your vision. I'm just saying that's the first thing that came to mind.
No, I liked it. I like that you thought. I love when you have like a passion for something I'm doing too. I had thoughts on yours too, on your tuna pasta sponsor. Not in a bad way. I was like, you should put me in the first 2 seconds because I try it at the end,
Well,
but it's a 10-minute TikTok.
Yeah, I was going to, but it was just so long. The
I respect
video.
it, but I do think I should have been a little teaser. Like, oh, I was giving you so many reactions, and anyways, I was the thumbnail, but I think maybe the first couple seconds it could have been you and me.
I agree.
It's okay. No, it's fine. You did well.
It's just when I
you didn't
had
need
no
it.
time, like a 10-minute video on TikTok, it's like
Yeah, you just put it the first 2 seconds. But it did well. It didn't need me. Maybe it would have been worse.
it did. You were in it.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Did you see that Jip Jip is back in the news
For her body tea.
for making a joke about her mom's murder?
We listen and we don't judge.
Yes.
She's did 20. What's her name? Natalie Reynolds. She did like 20 TikToks with her. I mean, as the internet said, I don't think this trend is for you, babe. Like, I don't know if I think we're all judging. I think we're all judging now because
The judge
like what?
was judging.
Huh? The
did
judge was
prison
judging.
time.
You
The
went
jury.
to prison. Also, did she just admit it? She's like, me. Like,
Yeah.
I thought it was Nick. I thought you were like, I didn't really want him to do it. Like, what just happened? Did we do an admission of guilt here on TikTok? This was wild. This was the wrong people to do this challenge. You know why we've never done the Listen and Don't Judge challenge? Because I should be judged for a lot of things. Moses and I thought about it one time where I thought about doing it, and I just remember being like, no, you should definitely be judging me for what I'm about to say. Like, everybody that does that challenge, we listen and we don't judge. It'd always be like, I cheated on you, gave you an STD, and you took me back. Like, it's just like, no, I'm judging you. Like, what do you mean you didn't tell her you had someone else and then you get, like, anyways. Yes, these two. Did you know the other TikToker she did it with?
No.
Natalie,
I've
is that her
never
name?
seen her before. Yeah, Natalie.
You've never seen her,
Reynolds.
so you don't
No.
know what she did to be in the same, because she's problematic.
Oh, no.
She says it in the Listen and We Don't Judge. Did you watch the TikTok?
I only saw the gypsy part.
Yeah, so before her, Natalie goes, and her whole thing was, and she says it, she goes, I once paid, I don't know if she was an unhoused woman or just a woman on the street, paid her $20 to jump into a lake naked or just into a lake.
Yeah,
and
she couldn't swim.
And she couldn't swim. And she goes, I can't swim. And then she just like left and laughed and like filmed her doing it. Yeah. Was she unhoused? Was she naked? And I just make those two up.
Not naked, unhoused.
Unhoused woman. She paid
And,
$20 to
yeah.
go.
You never saw that?
No.
Oh, man.
It was
bad.
actually the
Like
worst
she
thing.
literally walked away laughing and let her like.
Yeah. Which it's like bad enough, right? When people give unhoused people money and you're filming it for content, it gives a little ick. But the fact that you're doing like, yeah, that sort
No,
of.
but give them money, but don't humiliate them for
Of course,
it.
that's what I'm saying. It's
Like-
another level. But people don't like when they film giving them money either. They think it's kind of weird because it's like, don't use them for content just because you're giving them money. But on the humiliation level too, like you're for that. Like, you're weird. Like, I'm judging. Like, we all judged you. Like, I thought we moved past that. We're still judging you. So when they did this challenge together, I'm like, I don't know if this is meant for you girlies at all. And I would say actually what Natalie did is maybe a little worse because at least Gypsy had a reaction. Talk about reaction abuse. Okay, you know, she had a little reactive. Okay, we all agree she was a victim of her mom. This lady, just an influencer, making content, humiliating somebody who's not doing well in life. Like, insane.
I am like...
I know.
I'm gags. What do you mean?
That was crazy. And then they're like being filmed by like paparazzi from far away. Like, Gypsy looks good. I will give it to her. Her body, her veneers, her wig. She got that money. She got that money coming in. I don't like that girl. I don't like her, that Natalie. I guess it's another thing, again, to like move past something and like whatever. Maybe made a lapse in judgment like Logan Paul or something, or me multiple times. But like, then you like double down on it. I don't know. Don't like it.
I can't, my mind can't even... What is going on? Is she
know.
Mormon too? Like, what is it? Like, I
She
feel
joined
like,
some Mormon
I was gonna
wives.
say, like, it is kind of giving something that would be on Mom
Yes.
Talk or something. What do you mean?
I know. I don't know why this collab happened.
I was gonna say, Chip, what are we... I don't think she's the kind of girl you should be collabing with right now.
I think Gypsy is rogue now. I don't think she has like a publicist or anything. She doesn't have her show anymore. Because she had sent me a DM. And I think she was sending it like generic, like why she was like pitching herself, like why she'd be a good guest on the podcast. And I think she probably sent it out to multiple people. But I think she's trying to make like her own comeback, I suppose.
After the artistry. Remember, didn't she go off to be an artist for a little bit?
Yes, and then she kind of disappeared. And, you know, like, again, a body transformation does wonders. We always say this. When someone comes back and, like, lost a little weight, like, people do seem to really love that. You know, they, like, love it. But I think collabing with this girl, we're like, let's...
It's a setback. It's definitely a setback. Yeah.
Maybe if she was, like, collabing with, like, Whitney Levitt or something. You know, like, it levels up. Not that Whitney would do it, but...
I know.
I don't
I'm sure
know.
Jen Affleck would do it.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes.
Yes, that one's kind of...
A little controversy, but like at the end of the day, it's just like a drama, nothing crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, humiliating another human being.
I can't. My brain can't.
No,
even,
it's crazy.
What?
I know, and they did so many TikToks. They were doing like...
I know. I just
5,000
went to
TikToks.
go look, and oh my god, literally they had a whole content day. It always
They
tickles me
did.
when influencers do content days together, where it's like, okay, we're gonna film for 5 hours, and we're gonna do like 8 TikToks, so bring 10 outfits.
Yes.
It's like, okay.
It is kind of wild. I mean,
time efficient, I suppose, but
no, it's smart. I don't dog it. It's such an interesting. I couldn't imagine being an influencer like now. It is such a different world. It's such a business too. I guess you just gotta get the most of it. You're gonna be. Maybe she doesn't live in LA, so she's in LA, so she's like, gotta. Can she travel outside the state? I thought she was on like, what's it called, parole? Is she off parole now?
Is she on parole? Oh my god, it's been so long since we covered Gypsy.
I guess, yeah. I guess I don't know how long paroles last.
Oh, June 24th, 2025, it ended.
Oh, okay, that sounds right.
Yeah. So she's
free
woman. Yeah. Gypsy, listen, we got, especially we just had the Gypsy Rose files just come out, a couple months ago.
Oh, right.
And those were all like the sounds and stuff. So I think we got to distance
Yes,
ourselves
you're
from
right.
that.
They used the sounds. I was like
a pair, right? Yeah. Of like
too soon.
Too soon.
It's never going to be enough time. Yeah.
No.
Well, let's never use those sounds from those tapes.
Like those took up, and I love reclaiming the we love reclaiming the memes here. We love it, you know. But I think this is one where it's like.
You murdered your mom and set your friend up also to do that. So now he's in life in prison, but you're out and you're making jokes.
Yeah, so I think we gotta ditch that one. If it was froyo, if it was like, you know, the sugar-free froyo, that's one thing. If it's poots, yes. Like so many other ones. I'm getting a divorce. Like there's so many like memes out there that are lighthearted enough. Like the one where she was like, what did she say to that one guy where, oh, the D is amazing or whatever? Like,
yeah.
6 of those memes. You know what I mean? This one, I don't know.
Bad. All of this was bad, but I guess when you're already at the bottom, there's nowhere else to go because you're already there. Especially that Natalie. Like, it's like, that's the thing. It's like, oh my God. Like, do we have to just keep being bottom of the barrel? It's like, I don't know her fan base. I don't know her lore. Like, outside of that, I don't know if she's growing and changing, but obviously not too much. I think that's the thing is like, then when you can, make light of a serious thing. Kind of like the Taylor Frankie Paul, not to go back to it, but like when people discovered the TikTok she made like 2 days after when she did the chair throwing incident, and she's like, oh, note to self, don't throw things. You might see bright flashing lights outside your house. Like, girl, it's been a week. Like, like that part, it's just people don't like because it's very serious and it's not as lighthearted as people
Her
think.
TikTokers are okay. Like, I am really starting to worry for TikTokers.
Me too. I worry about it because I think about like my kids. I'm like, oh my God, like what's the level of influence going to be then? Are they just going to be, I hope they're not. I hope robots take over. Is that okay to say? It's not AI. I don't know. Like the little robot kid from that Zendaya show. She's like, you're a robot, so start acting like a kid. I was like, and she's like, you bag of flesh. I was like, what the hell is this show? But I don't mind that idea. That she looked real, that girl on that show. Yeah, it's. I don't think. I think they're all diabolical. I don't know. Is there any good TikTokers out there? Like doing good. I mean, there's obviously people who are entertaining.
Oh my God, there has to be, and I can't think of one right this moment, but I know there are some.
We lost. Who was it? Was it Beauty to the Streets?
Yes.
Oh, we never talked about her. She used to go out.
That was like last month, right?
It was maybe a few months ago, or like, yeah, I loved hers. All her content was her literally handing out like food and cans of pops to like people in like, you know, in really bad areas of like LA, like people that were unhoused or like on drugs, and they would line up and then she'd give them like hygiene packets. It was like, love that content. I wish more. And she was like so good. She was like doing it all the time, and we need people like that. And like, where are those influencers? Not around.
Yeah. I mean, we can barely get an angel tree out of the girls around Christmas time.
That is true.
The angel tree drama.
Was that Mikayla who didn't do an angel tree?
And Jaclyn Hill.
I mean, okay. And it's like, I didn't do angel tree, but I did Trisha Food for You. Does it count? Do you know what I mean? Like, not to defend them, but it's like, maybe they donate another way. We love an angel tree. We do. I just didn't know like how you do it. So I was like, well, I was doing Trisha Food for You at the time. So I was like, okay, and you know what? Some people followed up. I love that people followed up. I sent you a picture of the one that got their son a bed, who was like, because you never know. Sometimes you have money, people are like, maybe they're just scamming you or whatever. But there was one her son needed a bed. And then she just to follow up, like, here's his bed. I was like, oh, thank you for the follow up, because I never get those. So, and again, it's like picking and choosing. Okay, Mikayla and Jaclyn didn't do it, but did we go for Becca Bloom? Did she do it? Maybe she did do it. I don't know. But, you know, there's so many well-to-do influencers that were like, did they all do angel trees? I don't think you have to hold that so much against it. I like it, but... You know.
I think with Mikayla, I'm not to bring her up again, but she did tell everyone she was going to do all these angel trees, and then she said, like, you guys, why do I have to make a video on doing an angel tree? If I don't want it, I don't need to, but you just told us you were going to do it. And you also just did your $100,000 haul like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, sorry, Mikayla, but that is kind of the tea there.
Mikayla is our favorite hypocrite. She is queen of double standard, and I'm okay with it until she does something crazy, okay? And then there's stools flying or something.
Until she's collabing with, what's her name?
Gypsy.
Or the other one.
Oh, yeah, Natalie's worse. I don't know anyone who would except for Gypsy. Poor Gypsy. Honestly, in that case, I'm kind of like, oh, girl. Even in the Listen, Don't Judge, when she's listening to her, she's like, I don't know if Gypsy knew. I think in that moment she's like, what the?
I didn't know that was happening.
Yeah, she gave a little side eye. And then now it's like, we don't judge. I was like, I don't know. And if Gypsy Rose is judging your poor decisions, I think that is where we need to get offline.
Wild.
People are. Who's the other one that makes? Oh, was it named LIVVY? The one that makes the content of how to stay skinny and not eat. There was something with her too. She's like, I think her name's LIVVY Dunne or something.
Okay, I was gonna say, is it LIVVY Dunne?
I think so.
Okay.
And she just tells people how to like not eat, and it's just like, what is wrong with these people? Like, how are they allowed on here? Like, that's like literally such dangerous, harmful behavior. Where it's like, this is what I do when I feel hungry and how I don't eat and how I stay skinny. It's like so f***ed up, and like, I don't know. She shames so many people's bodies. It's like, is anyone body shaming her? You know what I mean? It's just like, that doesn't look good either. Like, I don't know. I just feel like someone needs to tell her and the people watching all this bad information that also doesn't look good. Like, you starving yourself is not a cute look. It doesn't look good. And I just hate that misinformation. I hate that people like look up to her for that. Weird. Don't do it. You need to eat 3 meals a day.
What? She was sponsored by Raising Cane's?
Who?
LIVVY Dunne?
No.
I know the name, but I haven't seen any of her stuff.
Stop it. What is it? What is I want to see what that is. What is the Raising Cane's sponsorship?
Don't be a chicken, take a dip. It's her eating Raising Cane's in a pool.
What the actual what is that to me is actually so I hate it. Okay, well, what the this girl makes her living telling people to like not eat and stay skinny. Girl.
Oh gosh, she had a whole deal. Oh, she had a cardboard cutout at Raising Cane's across the nation She asked people to take photos with her cardboard cutout, all the canes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. No slaw, extra Livvy.
She's literally telling people not to eat. That's her whole brand, and she gets a brand deal eating. I hate it. I do hate this. I hate it. I hate that so much. That actually might be the most diabolical thing we've talked about all topics. That's crazy. Is this recent?
Last summer.
Oh my God. Because she came up again about talking about basically promoting EDs, and I'm like, I hate this.
What is going on in the world? Oh, she just posted, sorry, I was mean to you. I was just hungry. Oh, she has a lot of food sponsorships. For someone.
Crazy. That's
what?
crazy. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay.
Oh, and she's on
Rage
Baywatch. Oh my God.
What? Oh, is that it? Is that what I heard? That's maybe where I heard that her name again, and I was like, what? I can't. I'm retiring. I'm officially going into retirement.
What the hell is
so
going
insane.
on, you guys? What? Be Serious challenge. You guys were failing. We're failing the Be Serious challenge.
You know everyone is on that, though. You know that Luke Eisner, too, that I always talk about from Tall Girl, who dates that Kirby.
He's on there, too?
He's a new one. Kirby is like, my boyfriend's a new lifeguard on this. I'm like, oh, my God. Everyone's a lifeguard on there.
Everyone's a damn lifeguard.
Everyone's a damn lifeguard, except for us.
Not even a drowning victim in the damn show.
Well,
what?
maybe. They're still filming. You would be good, actually, if you were drowning and Noah Beck comes and saves you. That's kind of everything. I feel like that was like a Baywatch plotline, like a hot guy saved like a intellectual guy.
An intellectual guy.
Glasses.
An intellectual
You are
guy
a
is
hot guy.
crazy.
You're intellectual because you have the
I
glasses.
thought you were going to say a gay guy.
Oh, I don't think they did that in the 90s. I don't think they were putting gay men on TV. Were they? When did that start? We're kind of progressive, I feel. I feel like back in the day, they're like, no gays.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Will and Grace, that's like the first one I really remember. As
Oh,
far
yeah.
As being like,
And then they had to make them like super gay.
yeah.
Actually, no, Will was not so gay. I never watched it.
Oh, yeah.
He was more like,
Jack was the more flamboyant one. Yeah.
now he has a diabolical podcast with two straight guys. You really failed us, Jack. I've never seen the show, but the clips I've seen, I do like Jack and, what's her name?
Karen?
Yeah. Her name was Karen. Well, awful name. Didn't age well. Wow. That's the real uproar we need. Living Cane being sponsored by
Livvy
Dunne being sponsored by Raising Cane's.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
I just had Raising Cane's yesterday, too. What the hell?
I know, me too. I got the leprechaun lemonade. All right. Well, I don't even know where to go.
Pre-order.
Too much. Yeah.
Crying on the
my
kitchen
memoir.
floor, yeah.
I crying on the kitchen floor. You guys, there's. Oh, I thought you were like holding your head in shame down there. He was like going like this. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, wow.
No association.
No association. You have a good chapter in there. You have a couple chapters.
I was gonna say just.
Actually, that was one note from the publisher. I was like, you could maybe put more into like the happy ending. I was like, yeah, you're probably right.
Happy I made it into the book.
You made it into the book. It's good. A lot of people made it into the book. The book is here. All right. All this is for entertainment purposes only, you guys.
Unless you're dad talk or
Dakota. Oh, I don't know. Who cares? I mean, I care. I care about the children. Maybe we should care more. We love you guys. Thanks for being here on a Tuesday. I love Tuesdays. They're just the best. Taco Tuesdays. That's what we do in this house.
You don't eat tacos.
Well, I do now. Give me that lengua. You know, I eat it all day long. Give me that beef tongue. Now I eat tacos. I love tacos. Love tacos. All right. That's it.
Yeah, join us on Patreon. We'll get some juicy stuff.
Okay. Moses is promising it, not us. See you guys there. Bye.